Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our D&D stream. As you can see, we are unfortunately down one cast member this week. Kinsley or Blair had an emergency she had to go and attend to, so we will miss her dearly this evening. But we are going to continue with the Curse of Strahd. So, welcome back, adventurers, to another episode of The Curse of Strahd with your cast here at Lakeside Legendz. First, we have imra'lyr Sardith, the Shadow Elf Ranger, played by Lore. Normally, we have Kinsley, our firbolg cleric, played by Blair. Next is me, a changeling druid, played by Arthur. And Francisco Guadalupe del Valle, a changeling fighter, played by Trevor. And let's not forget about yours truly, your DM and master storyteller for this saga, DM David. Yay! All right. On our last episode, our heroes found out a boatload of information from a number of different sources, so please be patient with this rather long recap. So first, after finishing up at St. Andrew's Church, Rictavio, the half-elf entertainer, revealed himself to be an individual by the name of Rudolf von Richten, an infamous monster hunter who had come to Barovia to defeat the ultimate fiend, Strahd von Zarovich. Rudolf told our heroes a bit about himself and about his quest to find a group called the Keepers of the Feather. He believes the Society of Were-Ravens will help him fight against the evil vampire he hunts. Rudolph then offered to help the Misfits take Strahd down when the time comes. However, due to an old Vistani curse that brings ruin to anyone Rudolph travels with, he tells them to just reach out when the time is right, and to keep his presence in Barovia a secret, as he does not want Strahd to know the hunter is coming for him. The next morning at breakfast, Francisco had a lovely conversation with the innkeeper's wife, Danica, who tells Francisco that the latest shipment of wine from the Wizard of Wine's winery is late and that the Blue Water Inn is almost out. Erwin and Danica Mardikov request that our heroes check on the winery and their shipment if they feel so inclined. Erwin even offers to forego the adventurer's bill at the inn if they agreed to do this for him. They agreed to check on it if they had time, and the innkeeper left them to their breakfast. A short time later, our heroes came to discover that Erwin Mardikov and his family were were-ravens and members of that secret order Rudolph was looking for, the Keepers of the Feather. The were-ravens, like Rudolph, offer to help our heroes in their time of need. They'll just need to call out, as a raven will almost surely always be watching. After leaving the Mardikov's inn, our heroes ventured to Lake Zarovich to look for a drunken fisherman who they believed may have some insight into the monsters here in Barovia. After searching the horizon, the fisherman was found sitting in a boat out on the lake. As the Misfits made their way over to him, they witnessed Bluto the drunk dropping a wriggling burlap sack over the edge of his boat before continuing his attempt to catch some fish. Acting quickly, our heroes grabbed the sack and found that it contained a 7-year-old Vistani girl named Arabelle. She had been kidnapped by Bluto to be a sacrifice for the lake. The idiotic fisherman thought the lake desired a sacrifice before it would give up any of its fish. imra'lyr attempted to question the man, but it would seem that he was too far gone to make any sense, even when forced to sober through magical means. It became apparent that Bluto is nothing but a shell of a man with hardly 2 brain cells to rub together. Deciding to do the right thing, our heroes took Arabelle back to the Vistani camp outside of Veleki, where they met a dusk elf named Casimir Velikov. The dusk elf learned of their disdain for Strahd and told our heroes that they may be able to find a means of destroying Strahd if they make their way to the Amber Temple, for it is there that Strahd received his immortal powers. Casimir offered to escort them there, as there was something in the Amber Temple he wanted to acquire as well. Unfortunately for Casimir, our hero's quest log seemed to be quite full. So they agreed to come gather him if they ever decided to make their way to the Amber Temple. Finally, after an incredibly long day, our heroes made their way back to Veleki, where they found the townsfolk beginning their Festival of the Blazing Sun. However, the weather was not agreeing with them, for just as the burgomaster went to light the massive sun effigy, a torrential downpour occurred, snuffing his torch out. A single laugh burst forth from the crowd. It was one of the town's guard. The burgomaster, Vargas Velekovich, immediately had the man tied to the back of his horse, and the town's leader began dragging the poor soldier through the mud by his ankles. Our heroes, of course, were not going to stand for this, and imra'lyr shot the rope that bound the man. She stopped the burgomaster from making this example. Vargas, with fury in his eyes, called for our hero's arrest. "Take the weapons and remove them from my town!" The guards rushed forward, and that is where we are now.
All right. Chaucito, and I start running. I'm sprinting out of town.
I had turned invisible and I hopped onto a roof.
I have hidden in a bush.
Okay, so give me 1 second. I am peeking over here. Don't want to peek on the stream. Oh, but I'm peeking on the stream anyway. Against my puffulations or pa. Okay.
Your plosives.
My plosives. Okay, so Francisco, you're running out of town. Me, you jumped in a bush. imra'lyr, you went invisible?
And I'm on a rooftop.
Okay, so me, go ahead and give me a stealth check. And Francisco, I guess you're just running in plain sight.
I am full dash action running with my hot Shakira butt out of town.
Okay.
I believe we made a stealth check last time and I passed it. So let's hope I can pass it this time.
Yes, let's hope.
Otherwise, I will be very sad. He'll find me in the bush. Oh no. Oh, that's not bad. 18.
Ooh, you're so lucky. He got a 17. The guards got a 17. Ooh. So you are very well hidden. imra'lyr, I believe you going invisible is like, it just is what it is. And Francisco, you were far enough away that if you kept running, you could get away. So everyone splits. The guards, you guys hear from your hiding places, and Francisco, you apparently, I'm sure you ran outside of town, so they're not going to pursue you out there anymore. You guys hear them walking around hunting for you guys. What are you doing?
Okay, so what I want to do I have a change of clothes? Yes, I do. It looks like. Yes. Aha. Glad I kept this. I still have that red branch disguise. So I am going to change what I look like completely. I'm going to change my race and everything. Guys, what should I turn into?
A dirty old man.
A hobo.
Yeah, a hobo, but you're like really muscular.
A muscular hobo.
An overly buff hobo.
A hobo lady with lots of candy in her hair.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That one.
I'm gonna make myself look like a really old lady.
Okay.
Gosh, but I have all these weapons. I don't know what to do with my weapons. Is there somewhere secret nearby where I can hide my stuff? Is there like a bush, or is there somewhere?
Make a perception or investigation check.
Let's hope no one finds that.
I know, right? Ooh, it's awful.
I'm a little kid. Oh, is this a toy? My arm.
Either way, it's awful. That's a 5.
You don't really see anything around.
Okay. I don't see anything. Yeah, I think I'll go with the buff hobo, and I'll turn for good measure. I'm going to make myself a half orc.
Okay, so a half orc hobo in a land of Barovia where there's only ever humans. Got it. Okay.
Gosh. Okay. Fine. I'll do.
You did what you did. You did what you did. They don't like monsters. They'll run away from you.
Whatever. Super buff hobo. Or half orc, yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm going with. But I'm just gonna be outside in the woods, you know.
Okay. Yeah. So you're hiding out there. You're not. Okay. Me, you're staying in the bush.
Yeah, I like my bush. For good measure, I changed my hair color.
Okay. imra'lyr, what do you do?
Is there still a crowd?
They're running through the streets. The townspeople at this point have been told to go home, so they're all dispersing and going away. And the only people that are out left now are the town guard.
For
Okay.
clarification, real quick.
Well, then I'm.
I'd like to let you all know that my hair is a brown color with green leaves.
Oh, to blend in with the bush.
Yeah, it's my camouflage.
Oh, there you go. That's awesome.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, so I'm gonna go over to what's left of the crowd. I'm still
Okay.
invisible. I'm still on a rooftop. I'm just gonna project my voice. You people of this town are crazy. The fact that you would let this proud, puffed up, stupid individual lead you when there are many of you to fight back is idiotic. One against many just because he is in a position of title? If I, a little elf girl, can take down an underground fighting ring by herself, then why aren't you saving yourselves from one man? And I walk away because they can't see me and my spell lasts for an hour.
Okay. Go ahead and make a persuasion check, but do it with disadvantage.
Disadvantage, but why?
This
is a town-
Stirring, you know.
This is a town full of extremely scared people that have no resources at all and live in squalor.
15.
Okay. Good to know.
Not too bad.
Good to know. Me, go ahead and make, I guess, another stealth check if you're just going to stay there.
I'm
Where's the
making
burger
myself.
master at this point?
You don't see him.
Okay.
I'm progressively making myself look younger.
Okay.
So I look like a little kid now with weird brown hair with leaves in his hair. That's 7.
Okay. So eventually 2 guards come over to the bush where you are.
I pretend to be crying.
Little boy, what are you doing out here? You should be going back home with your parents. Where are your parents?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm scared.
Well, don't be scared. We're going to get rid of those people. Do not worry. The burgomaster wants them to leave right away, and we will go back to having just a normal town, and everything will be fine. We will lock the gates and never let them in again. So tell me, which direction is your home, and I will take you there.
I started thinking about the abandoned houses by the coffin maker.
Okay.
I live by the abandoned houses.
Oh, you live in the district, to the south of town? Oh, I do not envy you, but here, take my hand. I will take you there.
Okay.
At this
I
point,
take his-
I wait a good hour, but I want to start like when I feel like it's safe. When I'll make my way back into town
As
after
a
like an
half
hour.
orc.
Yeah.
Okay.
After an
So-
hour, so Arthur can do his stuff still.
Yeah, well, Arthur, he's taking you back over there.
All right.
I headed towards the gate. So wherever the gate is that we
Okay, so you
have been
headed
using.
towards where Francisco was then. So you can eventually meet up with him outside of town. And me gets taken all the way to the south side of town. And yeah, so you guys eventually get there, and he's like, okay, little boy, which house is yours?
That one. I do the one that we were like hiding out in.
He's like, okay, here, you run along, I'll make sure you get in the house. And he just sits there and waits for you to like run up to the house and go in. He
Okay.
takes you close enough.
All right. I run up to the house and I go in.
Okay, the guard leaves. I mean, you look like a little boy. What is he gonna do? So, me is now hiding out in the south part of town. Imra'lyr, you are heading towards the gate. Eventually, you run into this really big half-orc looking guy walking into town. Looks like a half-orc hobo.
I would recognize that this place is mostly human, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. You have been told that non-humans are not normal.
So, could I make an insight check to see?
Make an
what's up?
insight versus Francisco's deception.
Oh dear.
But with your knowledge, go ahead and do it with advantage, imra'lyr.
Okay. 14.
Good luck. It was a 22.
You see a
I
big
give
old
him
beast.
kind of like a huh, and I'm still invisible, so I walk right past.
You walk by.
I
Oh, man.
stand. As I enter the stage, I stand stoic and I look in, as if like a hero from a movie, just kind of like gazes out. Okay.
That is awesome. Oh
Except my
goodness.
jaws, I kind of jutted forward. And I got like teeth coming out. Like,
Okay, so Francisco, where are you going?
I look around at the confusion and the sudden increase in guards, and I act confused. And I begin making my way through town towards the inn that we were staying at.
So before you get too far, a couple of guards approach you, about 4 or 5 of them, and they go, "Beast, what are you doing in our town?"
Beast, where? Tell me
You
where
need-
you see this
you
beast.
need
I
to
will
leave.
slay it.
They start attacking you.
What? Why do you do this?
They start attacking you.
Oh, this is a mess.
I do
Everyone-
not resist. I do not resist. I will take their hits.
Okay, so you're just gonna let them hit you.
Yes.
Oh
just
my
gonna-
goodness.
Oh, your pointy sticks.
What is
they
wrong
hurt
with
so
my party this
much.
week? Oh my goodness.
You're usually
Okay.
so aggressive.
Everyone roll me initiative so that way I can know what's going on.
Makes it 11.
Not a great initiative. This is an 8 for me.
Oh, give me 1 sec. Eight for Francisco, 11 for me.
Mhm.
And imra'lyr?
10.
We
I almost
did not
forgot
do
to.
good.
I forgot to add my initiative bonus. For a
Okay.
second.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Francisco, you go first.
Oh, really? Okay. So
already
as
went,
one is beginning to swing at me, I cast friends on him, and
You realize friends doesn't work if
oh, that's
you're
right. They're being
attacked.
aggressive. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Well,
I
it's
remember.
disadvantage, isn't it? Not
That's
Mm-mm,
charm
it just
person.
doesn't work at all.
Yeah,
Because
it's
friends
not,
is a cantrip, right?
Yeah. Dang it. Okay. So
You went into their town dressed as a monster.
half orcs are not monsters.
To these people, they are. They only really know humans. If you're not a human, you're a monster.
Okay. Fine.
Especially an orc. I mean, come on.
Half orc. Okay. Half orcs are hot.
Mm.
I will cast Blade Ward on myself.
Okay.
So basically, I have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, damage.
Okay.
Yep.
Resistance.
And yep, resistance. So half damage.
What were those again? Bludgeoning.
Let me bring it back up. It's bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
So basically, any non-magical.
Right.
basically, anything
Okay.
that's not magical, which I'm assuming they don't have.
And that
and
just
I'm
means it does
gonna-
half damage, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to say to them, "Why are you hitting me? I don't understand what's happening."
So as you're doing that, make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Since you are attempting to get them to understand.
Yeah. It's not great. That's a 13.
They're still going to attack you.
Yeah, I figured.
Okay. So all 4 of these guards are gonna swing.
No, there's 4 of them. I did not realize that.
I said 4 or 5. Yeah.
Oh,
So all 4 of them are going to be going at you with their spears.
For Francisco.
I'm assuming a 16 does not hit.
actually, that meets my AC.
Okay,
I don't
so
have my shield up right now.
16 and a 22, so 2 of them hit.
Okay.
And then 1d6 plus 1, and then we'll just cut them in half, or... Yeah. So that's a total of 3 damage.
Okay. Nowhere
but-
near as bad as the vampire spawn.
Yep. Now it's your turn again.
I would like to begin to weep and ask, why is this happening to me? I just came for supplies.
Okay. Make a persuasion check again, but this time with advantage because you're weeping.
Okay. That's a 17.
Okay. So all of a sudden, all the 4 guards kind of stop and they look at each other and they're all kind of confused. And they're like, why is he crying? I don't know. He's a monster. Do monsters cry? I don't
I'm
think
not
so.
a monster. Just because my mother was a monster doesn't mean I'm a monster, okay? Okay? It's not
All of a
the
sudden-
same. My
all of a
father was a good man.
All of a sudden, the guards all start to like look like they feel really bad. like they kind of put their spears down. It's like, what
This
brings
happens- Yes, sorry.
you? What brings you to our town? Why are you here in Valaki?
I just wanted to resupply. This happens every time I go into town. I live in the woods because people do this every time. And I just wanted to grab some supplies before going away. Is there a shop, or can I just pay someone to bring me some stuff? I don't know if I can go through this anymore.
Unfortunately, the town is under lockdown at the moment, so the stores are closed.
Why is it under lockdown?
There are some people here that we do not want here anymore, and we are trying to get them and take care of them. Obviously, you are not a threat, so here.
What do these people look like? I want to be a hero, and I'm trying to prove that I am not a monster by helping those in need.
Leave that for the city guard to decide. You apparently, if you came from outside, you can survive outside. So for now, we are going to escort you back outside the walls. We will show you a place you can set up your tent. And then when everything is done, we will come and get you. But for now, we need to close the gates and we need to lock everything up.
All right, I will hunt the dangerous beasts in these woods and protect the people. I make my way out of town.
Okay, 2 guards escort you out.
By the way, chum, what is your name?
That is none of your concern.
All right, sounds good.
They don't trust you. I mean, they feel bad, but they still don't trust you.
My
eventually-
name is Arturius Dermango. It is a very what my mother named me.
Very good for you, Arturius. Well, I'm sorry that you cannot come to Valaki under better circumstances. Normally, this town is very hospitable. However, we are not used to beings such as yourself here in Barovia at all, so you can understand the confusion.
I was pulled in by a mysterious mist-like thing. And
Yes.
I arrived in the strange land amongst strangers.
Yes, we get that a lot. Unfortunately, if you did not already know, this land is cursed by a vampire named Strahd, and he pulls in beings to play with them. So, unfortunately for you, he may be hunting for you. So be on
You
the
said
lookout.
play. Was he a
Uh,
friendly fellow?
No. Play as in he toys with you and then kills you. So,
Oh, a rather unpleasant fellow.
yes.
Then I shall
well,
meet him in battle, and our combat shall be glorious.
Yes, well, good luck with that. If you are still here in the morning, we will fetch you. If not, good luck. And then the gates close
Let me know
as
if I
you're
can help.
outside. They just walk away. Okay.
You have a wonderful afternoon. And I head back into the woods.
Okay. So Francisco and imra'lyr, you are now outside, locked behind a gate.
I
and-
mean, gate.
Oh, no, it's like a big one you have
Oh,
to
no.
actually
Right.
use like a.
But you
Stop
know,
it.
some of us have awesome decks.
That's true.
Just
Okay.
saying.
So the search continues for the next few hours. Eventually, if you guys stay out of sight long enough, they assume you fled, and the guards kind of go back to their posts. What are y'all doing?
I'm hanging out at the gate wondering where everybody's at.
I'm kind of like trying to figure out a plan to get out.
I set
'Cause
up.
I assume you
Where's
guys are out.
Spit?
A spit would have been with you, imra'lyr. Remember, he's an NPC, so unless it's
Right.
a big deal,
So,
like he's there.
In this case,
Wait, they found a kid with a chicken.
I found a kid with a chicken. Yeah.
Spit and I are like just dinking around out of
Okay.
sight
Mhm.
because
I'm
my
like-
invisibility would have worn off by now. But
Mhm.
so we're just waiting to see if we can
I
spot any
set
of our
up-
companions.
Okay.
I set up a very obvious tent. As like I make it as big as I can and as
We're
noticeable as
probably
I
watching
can.
him.
And I'm just gonna sit in outside my camp. And then when I don't think anyone is looking, I turn into a beautiful woman, pull out my hand pocket, reflector thing. I don't look like Shakira, but it's a generic beautiful woman that looks like Barovian.
I forgot. imra'lyr, you would have known it's him. Unless, Francisco, you were wearing something to cover your eye. Because you
I'm
can't
not.
change
Oh,
that eye.
Did I
illusion.
have?
You
I
were
thought that
like
he was-
a
I had
while
like an
ago,
eye
you-
patch for like
you
a
did
little
say-
bit, but I don't remember if I kept it on.
I think wasn't it that he was kind of, because it's a cantrip, he was just continuously
Oh, I do
disguising
remember we talked
it.
about that.
Yeah. I was
Oh,
minor
I thought that
illusioning
was
it
what he was
like
doing.
every
24/7.
minute. Like
Right. That's true. I forgot about
But
that.
like before he changes, I'm gonna nudge Spit. Hey, Spit. You see that the half orc over there setting up his tent?
Yeah.
How about we go prank him?
Okay. What do we do?
I don't know. How about? Do you have an idea?
No.
I would have wanted to do this before. Would he have been out before I was no longer invisible, or would this be after the fact?
I
How long would
waited
that
an
whole
hour before
exchange?
going back in.
Yeah, you would have lost
Oh.
invisibility a long time ago.
Okay.
You've been sitting there for quite a while.
I'm just really bored. I don't know where anybody is.
Maybe they're still inside. Maybe we should find them. I mean, what happened? Everyone just kind of scattered. You guys don't go in the same direction. You just panic and then split. I mean, come on.
Well, I went after Francisco, but I don't see him anywhere. And I assumed that Kinsley and me would have done the same thing. That's why I'm out here. But I don't see anybody. I don't see Francisco. I don't see the others. I don't
Maybe we should go find them.
I can't go invisible again. I mean, I could. I mean, I'm pretty stealthy most of the time. Any
But it's getting
ideas?
dark, and we're outside the walls, and the bad things happen out here when it's dark, and I'm scared.
Oh, don't be scared, Spit. I'm here with you. Hey, maybe we could go make friends with that half-orc thing and use his tent.
Okay.
They come
Okay.
at night, mostly.
So I guess we head over to the half-orc's tent.
Okay. So you walk over. and
As they are
Francisco-
coming over, I'm turning into a beautiful woman. And I start brushing my hair and looking at myself, all enthralled with myself.
Knock, knock, knock. There's nothing to knock on this tent, but knock, knock.
Hello, who is it?
Spit, is that the voice you heard when you were the half-orc talking earlier?
I didn't know. It's a
Maybe
different
he-
voice.
Maybe as a girlfriend. We are looking to make friends because we lost ours.
Friends. Oh, I love friends. And I come out, and I look like a I just look like a generic, beautiful Barovian woman. I just kind of decided
Ah.
what looks pretty in Barovia.
So I thought that there was a half-orc here. Where'd he go?
There's no half orc here. It's just me, a beautiful woman.
Hold on a second. I'm a beautiful woman. That's how you address yourself.
But
But-
of course,
Spit, does that sound familiar to you?
I think it's the ugly one with the one eye.
I think you
I
might be
slap
right.
Spit.
And while he slaps Spit, I poke him in the eye that I know is a magical eye.
Both Francisco and Spit go, ow!
Why would you do that?
Did it
I know. Why
feel-
would you do that to me?
Did it feel like a mechanical eye, or what?
It felt like cold and metallic, yeah.
It's because you called me ugly.
Francisco, is that you? Why
Yes.
would you not just tell us? We are your companions.
And because it's more fun to mess with you.
Have you seen me or Kinsley?
I have not seen either of them at the moment. No.
Can Kinsley turn invisible?
I know she
don't
can
rem-
change her height a little bit.
Did you see anybody come out aside from those guards?
No, I ran out as
Are
fast as
they
I could.
still in the city?
Oh no. That could be bad. I have an idea. Okay.
What?
I will become a pregnant woman. And we will no. That
I
might
cannot
not work.
I cannot turn invisible again, and I mean, I
yes,
do have a disguise kit. I can disguise myself. And
I
Spit.
mean, you could make yourself into a man. We pretend Spit is our child and that I am a pregnant woman about to give birth. And then we convince the guards to open the doors and we go in and find a doctor.
I peek out the tent. Is the gate still closed at this point?
It's closed. Yeah, it's night now, so it's closed.
Hmm.
And you
Okay.
see, if you look up top, you see guards walking along the wall.
I would prefer not to, draw attention to ourselves.
Okay, that's a good idea too.
So maybe we just, I don't know, I'm kind of tired. It's been a long day. Maybe we just go to sleep for now. And then in the morning, I wish we had Kinsley. Man, she's that dummy thingy that keeps all the bad things out. But,
Yeah, we're gonna have to stay up and, well, take turns keeping watch like before.
yes. All right, so I guess we're going to go to sleep and wait.
Okay. So
Okay,
me,
morning.
you are safe inside the walls. You're just alone. So
Well, me had a plan, but then you said it's nighttime, so now that plan sounds like dangerous for the people of the town. But I kind of, but I feel like I've already kind of committed,
what do you want to do?
and me's kind of just like not happy with the burgomaster. So,
You're not gonna go after the burgomaster yourself, are you?
No,
Oh, man, that
definitely
would've been
not.
I was gonna say.
insane.
if you want, if you
have a backup.
yeah, I was
But
gonna
this
say if you want
may-
your player to die.
But let's just hope the town. You know what? They were attacked by vampires anyway, so it can't be much worse. So, me's gonna change into a little bit of a different looking child.
Okay.
It's still a child because people have weaknesses for children. So he's going to pop open the door, kind of look around to see if any guards are around.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
All right, not bad.
I'm gonna turn your chicken into a dragon.
Ooh.
That would be
Oh, that would be
dope.
cool, but I don't think I can do that. That's a
if
19
you
on
have
stealth,
polymorph.
on perception, by the way. That is wizards and warlocks.
No, druids can.
My druid
cast
has polymorph too.
You can cast polymorph when you get it.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
said
think
19 for your perception.
Yes, 19.
Yeah, you don't see any guards. You kind of figure that guards probably don't patrol the poor areas.
Well, let me see if I like.
Poor people not worth protecting.
All right. So, what I'm
Discrimination.
yeah, I don't have polymorph yet. But what I'm going to do is, well, if no guards are kind of out, you know, I'm gonna go and start heading towards the front gate.
Okay, so there
but I'm being
are
stealthy because I know there are guards, but not around where I am.
so there are 3 gates. There's one to the north towards the lake, one to the east towards the village of Barovia, back the way you guys like came originally, and then there's the gate to the west, which is the gate you guys were just came through, and that's the one you're probably wanting to go to, but that's on the exact opposite side of town.
All right. Me's little legs are going to work, but
Okay, make a stealth check, because there are guards patrolling the towns.
You know what? I mean, I already rolled, so I'll do that later. But stealth that's +3, so that's a 13.
Okay, you're fine. They only roll a 6, so
Thank
you're
goodness.
making it through town. You're going in between houses. You're hiding in bushes, trying to get there. So eventually you pass by the Blue Water Inn, where the Martikovs are, and Irina and Ismark. You pass by the Burgomasters, or no, that's to the south. You pass by just a few other homes, and eventually you pass by the Church of St. Andrel, and you do make it to the gate. However, there are guards perched on top, and the gate is closed.
All right. You know, I'm gonna go with the safer option because I don't want to put the town in imminent danger by busting that gate down.
I forgot to say something else real quick, me. Give me another perception check as you are sneaking through town.
That's a 19 plus a 5.
As you are sneaking through and you are going in between houses and down alleys and whatnot, eventually you find Kinsley's Staff of Defense. You know, this is the staff she uses to give you that extra armor.
I take it and I'm like, this is bad, but and I use it on myself.
Give yourself the plus.
I need the plus. Well,
I give myself a poke.
she's gonna need this wherever she is. Wait, I hope she's okay. The others are okay. Oh, I have this now.
Okay, so you did make it to the gate. What are you doing now that you're at the gate?
All right, so I can either do the dangerous thing that could put the town in danger, but I'm sure I'm mostly worried about where ravens can defend themselves, right?
They're not fighters, but
What is your character going to do? What do you?
It is my character. He's already committed. All right.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm scared.
I'm gonna.
TPK. TPK.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Conjure Animals. And I'm going to try to attempt to have a rhinoceros bust down the gate. And then come... I don't know if it will, though.
Read me conjure or summon animals or whatever the spell is real quick.
Okay, you summon phase spirits that take the form of the beast and appear in an unoccupied space that you can see within range. Choose one of the following options for what appears. Beast of challenge rating of 2 or lower, 1 or lower, 1/2 or lower, or 1/4 or lower, depending on the challenge rating depends on the amount of beasts. So like 1 beast of 2, 2 of 1. Yeah.
Okay.
And then basically it talks about how you can summon them. They're friendly to you and your companions. And you can roll initiative. They can attack things. They do whatever you command them to do. If you don't command them to do anything, they'll just defend themselves, and they'll disappear if they drop to 0 hit points. And Rhinoceros is a second thing.
A CR rating of 2.
Yeah, CR rating of 2, and it is on my list directly.
Okay, so you're going to summon a rhinoceros to go and try to knock down. Are you going to have it coming into town or trying to go out of town?
I want to try to make it look like it's coming into town.
Okay, so go ahead and summon it, and then I guess it can either make a strength roll or you can attack the gate, and you can have it make an attack roll.
I'll have it do its charge ability. If the rhinoceros moves at least 20 feet straight forward, a target, and then it hits with a gore attack on the same turn, the target takes extra damage, blah, blah, blah. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on DC 15 or be knocked prone. Basically, I'm just going to try to have it ram into it. So
okay, go ahead.
Would that be attack then, right?
Yeah, so roll and then do the plus, whatever plus it was that charge gives you.
Right. Where's the... here it is. Oh, well, that's a +7 to hit. So 5 + 7, so 12.
Okay, so you guys, or me, you see this massive rhinoceros comes out of nowhere, just appears and starts booking it towards the big wrought iron gates, and it slams into it. You watch as the guards like what the? They look down and they see this huge beast ramming into it. You see that the rhinoceros hits it. Its back legs lift and then slam back down, and the gate holds, and these guards are freaking out.
It's gonna go for another
At least
attack.
it's a distraction.
Okay, so you see that the rhinoceros pulls out, it runs around, comes, and it starts making another run at it. But as it does, these guards are going to throw their spears at it. So what are the
AC is
that's
11.
11. Okay, so these guards are there's 2
Yes.
guards on the wall right now, and they're
That's
gonna throw their
45 hit points though, so
one of them gets a nat 20.
Woo.
And the other rolled a 12, so they both hit. So that's one, and they're using 2 hands to throw it.
that's
Or no,
extra
they're
damage.
throwing, so it's
Oh,
one
in
hand.
hand. Everyone hand.
Yeah, so it's 1d6 plus 1, and then I'm gonna double the dice for the one that crit. So the one that crit got 13 points of damage, and the other one only got 2 points of damage.
Right?
Spears
It's
be like that though.
Yep.
this rhino ain't backing down.
Okay, so go ahead and make another attack roll with your rhino.
Aha, that's much better. 16 + 7. That's
Okay.
over 20.
You see this one comes running, and it slams into it. Go ahead and do your damage. It hits.
All right. So it is the Goring Rush, so that's 2d8. Boop, 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 boop. Where'd my other d8 go? That's 8, 9, 10, plus another 2d8. $18 points of damage.
Okay. You see that as it runs this time, it slams hard into it, and you hear as it bends the gate, but it still holds, and there's still no way out. At this point, an alarm is sounding. Bells are ringing, and there are more
Would
guys.
we have woken up at this
coming.
point?
You guys, yeah, you'd be waking up from the first hit, from the boom. You would have heard it. Do you guys want to go do anything while this is happening?
I'm like poking my head out of the tent to see if I
just
can
want to
see
watch.
anything. Yeah, we're just watching.
You guys are watching as this massive rhino. You don't need give me an intelligence checks to know if you know what this creature is, because it's not like normal.
I rolled so bad.
13.
Francisco, you know what it is.
Huh?
Oh, cool.
Francisco knows what it is.
I don't think I do. I rolled a 2.
No, you have no idea what this massive creature is. And you guys watch.
Roll a 2 again.
Oh, what is a rhino doing here? I don't understand.
What is that?
It's called a rhino. Some people think that they're a subspecies of unicorn.
That's a really fat unicorn.
Yes, it's just something I randomly read about in a book that I didn't finish, so I don't know.
So as it's hitting again, these guards are throwing their spears at it once more. Both of them miss this time.
Ooh,
You
gonna
know,
ram the gate again.
Like, what is a rhino doing here?
do we know anything about the person that could summon animals from outside the Barovia?
Well, we've seen somebody do it several times and then talk about wanting to do destruction with it.
I can't put my finger on it.
It's really funny
Is it
because our moral
Sildar?
compass
Sildar,
isn't
can
here
he
today.
No, Sildar is too stupid.
Me, go ahead and make another charge attack with the rhino.
3 plus 7, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10.
So it rams into it again. Its back legs go up, and this time, it actually gets with that low of a roll. I'm gonna say that it actually gets its horn stuck in, so it's gonna have to make a strength check to pull it out. So go ahead and do that real quick.
That was my good roll. 17 plus 5.
Okay, so he's able to pull it out before the guards come down below, because now 2 more guards have come. There are now 4. 2 of them are down below. They tried to stab at it, but it pulled out.
Did this make a hole in the gate?
They're going to throw their spears at him.
Do we know that?
It's dented.
Did
Yeah,
they?
it's
This
dented, it's
horn
not a
make?
hole.
Oh, did it make a hole? No hole. Okay.
No, so it's a wrought iron gate that has like squares everywhere. So it hit it with the horn, and then it got stuck inside, and so it had to like make a strength to see if it could pull itself back out.
Wait.
So the holes were already kind of there,
Arthur,
but they're only
do you
like this
have
big.
animal shapes?
What?
Do you have your animal shapes? Can you shape change
Yeah,
right now?
I can turn into an animal easy. I could just fly out of here if I wanted to.
He just doesn't want to.
No, I have a plan.
I should have worn my Loki Chaos and Destruction shirt tonight.
Oh my god!
I'm literally like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, wait, he could easily get
I know,
out of
I was
here.
thinking the same thing. Like, did he use all of his wild shapes?
Me had an
doesn't
idea
want
and
to.
he committed. I have this beautiful plan, okay? Don't worry about it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me see what they get. What's its AC again?
12. Oh no, 11. Sorry.
11. So 2 of them hit. It's 8 damage.
All right.
So make sure you're keeping track.
Yep, I am.
Okay, and it is now your rhino's turn.
Gonna go again. You see its tail is wagging. Alright, that's an 8 plus a 7. 8, 19, 13, 14, 15.
No, it's not enough to hit the AC of the wrought iron gate. So it keeps running into it, starting to get tired and lose some steam. So all 4 of them are gonna throw their spears again. Their wall is holding. Their gate's holding. Only 2 of them hit. 10 damage total.
Alright. Still going.
Okay,
Do-
go ahead.
Can we make an intelligence roll or something to see if we realize that because Mies talked about doing this
Yeah,
several
yeah,
times,
totally. Go ahead and make an intelligence check to figure it out and see if you know it's
Well,
me or
that's
not.
a natural one.
I got a 15.
Francisco, you figure it's me.
I'm tired.
Yeah,
I rolled a 6 plus
Mira,
a 7.
Lord, Imra, it's me. It's not me,
13.
but it's me. You know?
Oh.
Yes.
I'm going back to bed.
Okay, cool. I'll keep watching.
What are the walls made out of?
They're made of stone.
Okay. Never mind. It's gonna keep going for the gate. But yeah, no, I rolled
It's
a
too
6.
bad
So
you
that's
don't
a
have
13.
siege. Siege.
Be great.
Yep. So
Yeah,
that
no,
still
that
doesn't hit.
Yeah.
So so these 4 guys are gonna throw their spears again. You see at this point, there's more like 10 guards there, but they're all just kind of watching at this point. Because there's only so many spots where you can throw stuff. So they're like the 2 are still up on the wall and the other guys are like around the gate. So they're kind of switching and throwing off. Man, only 2 hit again.
Mm.
7 damage. How's he looking?
He looking not great.
All right.
Tubby not looking great.
Go ahead and make
Come on, Tubby, give me a high roll. Woo, 15 plus 7.
Oh, he hits. Go ahead and do his damage.
Alright, so that's 2d8 plus 2d8. Come on, man.
Should I be rooting for this?
7
Cannot tell.
plus 7 plus 5, so that's
12.
12, yeah.
12 damage, and then how much did you get on the first damage? I couldn't remember. I think you got like you got quite a bit. I'm pretty sure you got enough to. So all of a sudden you see it runs and it bursts through the gate. You see that it's a gate that goes up and down, so it just creates this massive hole. And go ahead and roll a D8 to see how many of these guards it mauls. Because there's 8 down there.
7.
7 of the 8 go flying. The one gets out of the way. He like
Imra, you're missing. Imra, you're missing it.
What?
Okay,
come
as
calling
this is happening, I'm skipping and pretending like I'm chasing a butterfly as this is happening, and I have the rhinoceros come up and pick me up in its mouth, and I let out a and I'm screaming in bloody murder pain as it now runs out of it off into the woods.
Oh my gosh. You see that the 3 remaining guards kind of look at each other and they're like, "Are you going to go after it? No, you go after it. What about the small child? What about the small child? No one knows but us 3. Takes us to our grave."
No.
Because the other 7 are out cold. Just a mass confusion. Oh my god.
We just watch it run by.
I just kind of
recognize the person in his mouth.
I look like a small child.
Change. She's a small child, so.
Oh, right.
Do you think that will?
You know, if it was me wouldn't hurt the small child. But maybe if the small child was himself, he might hurt himself.
So, how far does this rhino go?
I'm just out of sight behind some trees, not too deep into
Okay.
the woods.
Okay.
Have
You
it set
see
me
that
down.
there is no one following you. You see that at this point, looking back, more guards are coming. They're coming to like help out the guards that got mauled. They're helping them out. And all of a sudden you see like there are like wood planks being put up to kind of seal up the gate. This gate's going to be out of commission for a while. So
Right,
they're
I
doing
knew they
what they
could.
can.
I knew they could handle it.
Yeah. All right. So what are you guys doing now?
Do you think we should run after it?
You know, maybe.
I'm tired, man.
You know, you can sleep. You can rest. I will take a look. Spit, you're in charge.
Okay.
I'm going back to sleep. You keep watch, Spit.
Okay.
And I go after the rhino, hoping
Okay.
that the small child I saw is me.
Okay, so Francisco, you go in the direction in which you saw the rhinoceros. He didn't go very far, me. So you said as soon as he rounded some trees, did you like make him disappear?
No, I'm like sitting on the rhino.
Okay, so eventually, I mean that's hard to miss. Francisco, you round a bend and you see this big rhino has a small child sitting on top of it.
Me? Is that you?
Who's that?
Okay. I want to make a quick intelligence check to see if I can tell who it is by that response.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Me against me's deception check, unless me you don't care.
That's a 10.
Deception, of course. This is Francisco. I mean, I don't know it's Francisco, so. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Francisco is disguised as someone he's never seen before.
Right.
Well, but he just asked me, "Is that you?" So that's
Right.
obvious that
Yeah,
it's gonna be
It's
Francisco.
one of you two. Who's this me person you're talking about?
Okay, either this is some really annoying Velekian, not Velekian, what are they called? Vistani child like we met before, or yes,
I'm
that
gonna do like a
help.
hair flip.
This is so extra. I feel like this is how I am sometimes. Well, if you want to die in the woods, I guess that's okay. I am going to go back to sleep, and I turn around and go back to my tent.
I have the rhino follow him.
Okay. You come out into the clearing with your rhino, and all of a sudden you hear guards start screaming again as they see this.
I'm
I
off
look
the rhino
behind
as
me.
I'm coming out into the clearing, and I'm walking like not next to it.
I when I see that the rhino is still following me, I turn around and I scream and I start running towards
Okay.
the gates.
So you start running towards the gates, and the guards are just like, nope, like they're just trying to cover up the hole as fast as they can.
Okay, I'm going to run kind of slowly, and as the rhino is following me, I'm going to actually hit the ground and act as if it hit me and let the rhino run over me.
I'm gonna have the rhino stop and start licking you.
No.
So eventually,
Oh no! It's
these-
eating her.
What is going on?
So these guards are now watching as this is happening, and I had them roll an intelligence check to figure out see if they can figure out what's going on. They just rolled a 19. They start to take the stuff down, and you see as 20 guards start filing
I
out.
start running away.
I jump on the rhino's horn and have it charge in a direction. Oh
I
wait,
start running as far away as I possibly can go.
it's charging.
Okay.
There's all the noise outside. I thought it was over.
imra'lyr, if you're anywhere, please run.
Spit's like,
imra'lyr, they're coming. We have to go. They're coming.
Oh,
he's like smacking you, trying to make you awake.
Stop that. I'm already awake.
I jump off the rhino and I have it do one final charge into the gate.
Okay, go ahead. Have it make a charge. I guess.
We're awful people.
You are awful.
Just
people.
roll an attack roll because you're not going to be able to get all 20 of them.
That's an 8 plus a 7. I'm having it ram into the gate specifically that had already like kind of rammed through to damage.
Oh,
it
okay.
more. I'm
So-
having it try to damage it more, but it hit an 8 plus a
8
7.
plus 7. What is that? 15? Yeah. Then okay, it hits.
Alright.
Do its damage.
All right. This is 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 21.
21 damage. Okay, yeah, you see as the wood that they put up just burst and the holes right back open. But now there are like 20 guards and they are coming in all directions and heading towards the tent.
I'm having it lick the nearest guard, but I am running.
I run from the tent. I just disappear into the woods.
Okay. So everyone give me stealth checks, I guess, because you're all running away because y'all decided to do stupid
I got a nat
stuff.
1.
That's a 3.
Okay, so
It's okay. I was next to
can't
Francisco, so
roll.
we suck
okay.
together.
Just gotta outrun the slowest person.
Hey, I was on a rhino and I had it like put me farther ahead than you, and then run back. So currently, I'm outrunning you.
I rolled a 9, but I'm in the trees at this point.
Okay,
And I'm kind of just doing that Tarzan hopping from tree to tree thing.
everyone, go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh no!
20 guards? Ugh.
Yeah, you guys were fooling around. This is what happens.
I
when you
wasn't
screw
trying
around.
I
to
shouldn't have
fool
brought the
around.
rhino out. That was my bad, guys. The rhino should have disappeared, and then I went to the tent. I wanted to be funny.
Gonna get us killed.
That's a 14 though, so hopefully
I got a
can just
3.
keep running.
Natural 20 for 23.
Okay. Believe it or not, imra'lyr, you are first. You see as a line of 20 guards come running towards you.
I am running for it into the woods. I am not about this mess, and I am taking Spit with me.
Okay. So you pick up Spit and you do a full dash. He's light enough, I say you can do that.
Yep.
As you are running away, 2 guards. Actually, you are booking
in
it up
a-
farther away. Yeah, so 2 guards are going to throw their spears at me.
Oh no!
What you deserve.
That's a 17 and a 19, so both of them hit. That's 10, oh yeah, 10 damage total. Oh wait, yeah, because both of them rolled way over 15. It would now technically be Spit's turn, but Spit's being carried away, so he's just letting it happen. There are 4 more guards, and they are going to be running towards Francisco, and they are going to attack him. Uh, 15 doesn't hit, right?
Nope.
So none of them hit.
Good.
It is now me's turn.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my last charge of wild shape because apparently I actually had only one more. I'm gonna go ahead and turn into a riding horse, which has 60 feet of movement.
Okay.
I'm gonna go next to Francisco and kind of whinny like, nah.
Okay, so these 2 cards get opportunities of attack on you because they were right up on you.
What?
Wait,
I
for
was like
entering
way ahead
or-
of them.
For entering combat or
It's only if
No,
you leave combat.
I
So
thought I
you-
had distance on there. Are there? Oh, I mean, I guess.
Oh,
if
that's
they're
right.
ranged.
Well, yeah,
I thought they were throwing stuff at him.
They did throw. I thought for some reason in my head they were caught up, but no, they were throwing
Oh.
them at you.
I'm
So-
way ahead of them.
Okay, so you're gonna run up to Francisco.
Yeah, I'm a horse. I have 60
Okay.
feet of movement. Nah.
Okay. So between you and Francisco, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 guards. And all of them are going to throw
Wait,
spears.
wait,
Going
wait,
towards
wait.
the woods.
They
I
passed
said
me?
I said there are 20 guards running towards you guys.
Yeah, but they
Towards
ran
the tent
past
and
me?
No, they're throwing spears at you. Where are you?
I thought we're heading towards the woods.
Yeah, we were heading towards the woods,
Like,
away
into
So
the
from
where
the
are they
city.
now? Because they figured out that you guys
Yeah,
were
yeah, yeah.
messing with them.
Yeah, but I was confused. Opportunity attack? That many opportunity?
No. This is an opportunity. It is now
This is
their
their
turn on the
action.
initiative.
Okay.
Who rolled the
Oh.
lowest out of 20 guards?
Okay.
So
I
there are
understand now.
14
I-
guards throwing spears at you and me now.
I'm
I'm gonna say
Roll
7 are
that.
going after Francisco and 7 are going after me.
Hey.
I might die.
You guys, you're so dumb.
This was not on me. This was on.
You know, I shouldn't have the rhino come back. You know, I didn't think about them still like watching and stuff. You know, I thought they'd attack the rhino, not me.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
so four of them hit you, Francisco.
What did they roll?
18, 18, 19, 19.
Shield.
Plus 3. So that's 18, 19, 20, 21. That's 20, 2 21s and 2 22s.
Oh, okay, then they all hit anyway, so never mind.
Yeah.
I have the staff of shielding, right?
Yes.
So I can use shield on myself, right? That's how that
20 damage,
works.
Francisco.
In wild shape, you can still use your spells, so, right?
Yeah, but don't you take on the characteristics? So isn't your AC going to be the horse's AC?
Oh, what is the horse's AC?
But you still have the
Probably
plus
not
2
great.
because that spell is
10.
on you.
Yeah,
So it's
it's only
12.
10 AC, so
So,
So
10
it's the
plus
plus-
2 is
12.
no,
it's
no,
12.
that's the bonus thing. But doesn't it also allow you to cast shield, which is a +5?
I don't know. I'd have to look it up. Staff of Defense.
I don't know if you can cast spells in while you're
Oh,
polymorph.
yeah. you
He's
No,
can't.
not
polymorph.
polymorph.
No, not
Not
He's
polymorph.
polymorph.
No. I mean,
Not
while he's an
polymorph.
animal.
Wild shape.
When he's
You
while
can't.
even, you can't.
In
unless
wild
you,
shape, you can't you?
if you're a
You
certain
have to
level,
have.
it's a
You have to
feat
be
you
like
get.
level 11.
I think it's higher than that. At least on the druid I have, it's
Oh.
really high up there.
Let me see.
thought you could.
Wild. I'm pretty sure you cannot.
Hmm.
Wild shape. Oh, come on.
I was hoping Francisco would have his turn before the guards and then hop on me and then run fast. What did you roll again?
Isn't
4.
wild shape a
3, I
spell?
think.
A 3 or 4.
Okay.
Something awful.
Isn't
What?
wild,
Wild
shape
shape
a spell?
is druid.
A druid
spell.
action. It doesn't count as a spell.
Yeah,
Right.
he has so many that
As
he
an
can
It takes
action,
an
you
do.
can
action to cast.
magically assume the shape of a beast you have seen, before twice a short rest.
It's like a racial feature, except it's a class feature.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
So
just
starting at
something
second
you
level,
can-
you can use your action to magically assume the shape of a beast that you've seen before. You can use this feature twice. You regain expanded blah blah blah. Your druid level determines the beast you can transform into. You can stay in beast shape for a number of hours equal to blah blah blah. Expand.
Oh, wait, I actually couldn't fly out of there because I don't have flying speed. I could crawl out of there.
Okay, so your game statistics are replaced by the statistics of the beast, but you retain your alignment, personality, and intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores. You also retain all of your skills and saving throw proficiencies, in addition to gaining those of the creature. If the creature has the same proficiency as you and the bonus in its stat block is higher than yours, use the creature's bonus instead of yours.
So basically, just whatever's higher.
Yep. You get the beast's hit points and hit die, and when you revert, you get yours back. You can't cast spells, and your ability to speak or take any action that requires hands is limited to the capabilities of the beast form. Transforming doesn't break your concentration on a spell you've already cast, however, or prevent you from taking actions that are part of a spell, such as call lightning that you've already cast.
Okay.
So you can't cast new spells.
Okay.
Okay, so 7 guys are now going to attack me the horse.
Come on. Wait, but the HP, right? Wait, I have the HP of the
so-
horse,
Yes,
Your
you
right?
do.
AC. You have the AC of the
The
horse.
AC and
Not
the
the
HP.
HP and the
Oh, wait.
HP.
So you assume the beast's hit points and hit dice.
I have 19 hit points.
But
Oh my goodness.
all that means is that it's essentially a shield sort of thing where you have to break down. You know, in the games where you have to like
polymorph
go down the
to
bar.
where...
You
Oh,
go
okay,
down the bar,
so
but
does
you
it
still
function
have
like-
your actual health.
Does it function like polymorph to where once your HP drops, you revert, but you don't
Yes.
die?
Yes,
So when
and
you
you keep
transform-
your original HP as your character.
Okay.
When you transform, you assume the beast's hit points and hit die. When you revert to your normal form, you return to the number of hit points you had before you transformed. However, if you revert as a result of dropping to 0 hit points, any excess damage carries over into your normal form. So,
Okay.
example, if you take 10 damage in animal form, you have only 1 hit point left. You revert and take 9 damage. Like
Okay.
it's- Yeah.
That's not bad. Okay, that's good. I
Which
have an
is good.
extra 19 hit
Which is
points.
good because if they did twice as much damage as that, you would have been insta killed.
Ah,
So depending on how many hit, let's find out.
I have 29 right now, so that's plus 19. So that's like 40, 41, 4 something.
4 of them hit.
But they're
Roll low.
spears, so
But they're spears.
Roll low.
I should have dispersed the rhino. I don't know what I was thinking.
I don't know what
It
you were
wouldn't-
thinking either.
I don't know. I like didn't think about it for some reason. I thought they had
So-
attacked the rhino.
It did exactly 19 damage. So you revert out of horse form because you dropped to 0, and you are now back in me form, minus 19 points.
I keep running.
Okay,
Wait.
so
he's- You said
because
it did exactly 19 damage, so
and the
he
horse
loses.
only
has-
had 19 HP.
Right,
Yeah,
so he
so it's
doesn't
zero.
take none of that damage goes over to his
Yeah.
original form. He's
So I'm
just
fine.
lost the HP.
Any excess damage would carry over to your
Right.
normal
So if you
Yeah.
had done
Yeah.
20, then the
It would've
horse would
been
have
one
taken
point.
the 19 and me would have taken the
Mm.
1.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm back
so
up.
you're back to your normal. And you are so lucky that only 4 of them hit. Francisco, it is now your turn.
Okay, me is right next to me,
Correct.
and he is still a child.
Yes, he is.
I pick him up and I dash,
Okay.
and then I action surge and dash again, so I go full 120 feet. And
Okay.
then bonus action, second wind, and I regain some HP.
Okay.
You're
So
a much
at this
better
point,
horse than I.
And so that's I heal for 14 points.
okay, so at this point, you have all made it into the woods, and there's no way in heck these guards are following you. They do not go into the woods at night. Period. I would assume that your rhino disappears.
Oh yeah, no, he would have disappeared the moment he
Oh,
licked
wow.
a guard. He just goes poof.
Okay, so these guards, you see, if you're watching from the woods, they all go back in and they fix the gate again. They start boarding it up, and you see, if you look, there are now way more guards at every gate. You guys had to make this so difficult.
An idiot. What
I
were you
should've-
thinking?
I should
like,
have kept the rhino.
I'm still in the
afterwards.
trees, just spitting down at them.
I admit, I was only thinking about having it like Francisco. I may have forgotten that the guards were there.
I'm tired. I want to go to sleep. But why is this happening? Why am I with you fools? I want to go home. And I
Well,
just start
sleep in the
touching
trees.
my necklace.
Yeah, and I climb in the tree,
I climb into a tree too.
and I find a kind of like a branch that can support my weight that I can lean
Somebody
into.
has to keep watch. There are creatures in these woods. I am not taking the first one.
Give me a moment. I can probably make this a little bit more comfortable. So
I'm gonna druid craft some hammocks.
can I do that? 'Cause that'd be much better than what my other idea was. Can I druid craft hammocks?
Well, what does the spell say?
And you can create a tiny harmless sensory effect. You can instantly make a flower blossom. You can create an instant.
I think a hammock's too big of a...
Probably
Yeah,
too much, yeah.
Okay, I'll do my other thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and do conjure animals again. And I'm going to summon 2 giant spiders that are going to suddenly kind of find their way out of the branches, and I'm gonna have them make us some hammocks and things to kind of hang on. Kind of making this like a little tree fort, but it's all spider webby and stuff.
Okay.
Can you make
I
it so
have-
that it like it cocoons us so
Yeah,
with like a
yeah.
little door so that we don't have to worry too much
Yeah.
about creatures coming in, but we can still like leave in the morning?
Yeah, I have them like cocoon us in with like a little opening, and then I have them make some like webs around the bottom, so that way any creatures walking around will get stuck, and then I kind of command them to put like trap webs.
These are giant spiders.
Yeah, they're giant spiders.
And then have
They-
them keep guard while we are sleeping. I just
Well,
Well,
want
they
to
don't
sleep.
last. They don't last
yeah.
that long.
They only last an hour, right? And it's a concentration. So if I go unconscious, then
So me, you take first watch with your spiders as your little guards, and then someone else can take the next watch.
okay.
So me, as your spiders make up a cocoon for you guys to sleep in outside in the trees in the forest. Go ahead and make a perception check. Do it with advantage because you have some spiders helping you.
Also, we need to find Kinsley in the morning.
That's a 22.
22. Okay.
Mhm.
So you're sitting there, kind of, you've left a little hovel, little hole in the very top, so you guys can see out. And you look around and you see that the moon has been rising. It seems that more often than not, the moon here appears to be almost in its full form. It hardly ever waxes or wanes. It's very strange and could be somewhat magical, something going on in this world. You hear owls cooing out in the night, but as you do your watch, nothing really happens. Your time starts to come up, and you can go and choose someone to wake up.
Right. I finished my conversation with some owls that I met. They're very, very jolly fellows. And I say, all right, heading to sleep, and I go down into the little cocoon, and I decide to poke Francisco.
Okay.
Wise choice.
I hate you
Yeah.
right now. I hate you so much.
You can hate me in the morning.
Yeah. And I sit at like the hole and I watch.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh man, I haven't been rolling good on these.
I go into my master bed that I had them make. Ah, the really fancy one.
Perception, you say?
Yep.
7.
So you're up there, kind of paying attention, super tired from the day you just had. You can't believe that out of all the ways me would try to escape, he'd use a freaking rhinoceros to try and bust down the gates to escape when he
Just
could have
can't-
easily got out by himself.
I just can't believe it. I can't. Why did he do that? I just don't understand.
But eventually your hours go by and nothing happens. It's your turn to wake someone up to see about taking watch.
Go over to imra'lyr and I blow into her ear.
At this point, imra'lyr, your trancing hours would be up.
I smack him away.
Whatever.
Get that out of my way.
Love you too. Good night.
I go up, take my watch.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a perception check.
18.
Okay, gotta give me a minute for this one.
Oh, dang it.
It's a good thing I rolled well.
Do.
Does that mean we have the benefits of a long rest at this point, or not yet? We'll say after whatever this is.
I think I would have, since my
You-
trance.
Yeah,
is
you
over.
would have. You're
Yeah,
fine.
your trance is over.
I got my invisibility back.
When
That's
the
all I
moral
used.
compass isn't around to keep me in check.
As I'm also doing this, I'm kind of looking out to see if I can see Kinsley from my post,
Okay.
hoping that
Yeah.
maybe she's wandering into the woods or something at this point.
Yeah. So let's see. So looking around in the woods, kind of seeing what's going on, something catches your ear down below you. You see fluttering there is a bat, but it's standing on something strange. Not moving, solid. Kind of looks like a tombstone. Do take a closer look.
Yeah, and since the undead are my favorite enemy, we get advantage on this.
Okay, yeah, so you go down,
And being
you
super
see-
quiet.
being super quiet. Okay. You see that it's intact. Looks relatively new. And your name is engraved on it.
Well, that's super creepy.
You go and look closer, and the dirt looks fresh.
I'm not like going on the. I'm not gonna step on this thing. I'm still technically in the tree, kind of just hanging on, and like, I don't want to get too close because my name's on it. That's a little creepy.
See that as you stay there long enough, a big wind picks up and blows through the trees. A gust happens and some of the dirt flies up. And you can see portion of the face of the being is revealed, and it's you.
I hate this place.
You blink for a moment and the whole thing disappears.
This is a terrible, terrible place. Nice try, though. You're not going to scare me. I've faced worse. And I climb back up onto my perch.
Okay. So you climb all the way back up. Eventually, the sun, if you could call morning light, begins to appear. And you guys have all made it through the night, and you've gotten a long rest. So go ahead and give yourselves all your HP back and all your spell slots and all that good stuff.
Odio mi vida.
And you guys, as you are waking up, you guys see that a raven begins to descend out of the sky towards you.
Hey, it's a... Oh, do you know where Kinsley is? She didn't come. I don't know. She might not have tried to come. She's probably sick of all of you.
You see the raven comes down and perches on a branch near you. All of a sudden it shifts, and there sits before you Erwin Martikov.
Hey, so... I'm surrounded by idiots. Do you know where Kinsley is?
Yes, it's actually why I came out here. The burgomaster has taken her. I was hoping you guys would be able to get to her sooner than this. I mean, it took me a while to find you guys. I heard the commotion. I saw my ravens and friends, and I saw what was going on, but then you disappeared into the woods. And at night, we weren't going to go looking. So we came back, waited till morning.
Yeah, creepy things happen here at night.
Yes, well, you're fortunate that it was only a creepy thing and not something terrible.
I believe you.
So, if you haven't noticed already, there are lots and lots of gods everywhere. Do you know how you're going to get back into town to save her?
I was thinking, is there a sewer system? Something like that? I don't know. Because these people are not affected by my charm, which I am not used to, and it's making me very upset.
I mean, I could get in, but I don't know how. And I'm pretty sure me could get in. It's getting Francis going.
Yeah.
Well, fortunately, I don't tell people this often, but I do have an entrance that actually leads to my inn from the outside. Just in case, an escape route. I mean, not that we ravens really need it, but
Things happen.
just in case. You're not the first adventures that the keepers of the feather have helped. So we've prepared to help non-were ravens in times like this.
Excellent. Very good.
You all are giving me a headache.
Well, the sooner you can find her, the better.
Well,
Yes.
okay. So we know that the burgomaster took her, yes?
Yes.
Does he have some kind of dungeon or something where he would keep her?
I don't know about the dungeon. I know that when village folk do wrong, they are taken to the burgomaster's home. They are either never heard from again, or they are returned and they are different. Not in some magical means, but more of like in a brainwashing way. So
There's no
don't
more
have
in Bossing Say.
we don't have a jail in Veleki.
A torture chamber. I'm familiar with those. Okay, so we go in, grab her. Hopefully she hasn't been broken in one night. And we burn the burgomaster's house down. Yes, we've already done it to a hack. Why not him?
That one.
And
Yes,
the
well-
question is, who would rise in power after the burgomaster?
I
have a couple
mean,
thoughts.
we already have the son of a burgomaster here.
Exactly.
But he is not well known in the city. It's not like, oh yes, I am coming here to save you guys. Yeah, who's gonna trust him? No one. I mean, he is just a
Well,
random guy.
I mean, if we play our cards right, they don't need to necessarily know that the burgomaster has, well,
What, you want one of us to pretend we are him?
only till maybe we could find someone he could appoint.
Be
Namely,
like, hey, everybody, I'm tired of bossing you around because that's
I'm
totally in
retiring.
my nature. So I'm gonna go take a vacation. Here's this new guy. Take him as your new burgomaster.
I mean,
This
hmm,
this
we
man
could
likes
try.
control. He's very prideful. I don't know if people would. They would probably be like, hey, I
You gotta
don't believe
remember,
this.
You gotta
but
remember, a lot of people are pretty depressed. In fact, they might even invite someone different. Because, I mean, hey, they're tired of all the events and stuff. They're tired of all this. They may not actually like him. They might actually not be opposed
oh, I'm sure
to him being-
nobody likes him.
Yeah, so I mean...
He's a terrible,
so,
terrible leader. He's all.
they may not
All
even
to inflate
question
his
it.
ego. It has nothing to do with the good of the people. It's all about him.
Mhm.
I've met men like him before.
Maybe
Okay,
he could be
plan. We go in and get Kinsley.
That is his.
Are you me? I mean, you're talking about replacing him, but why would he need to be replaced if his house just burnt down? He'd just get a new house. Are you talking about killing him?
That's...
I thought that was what you were
Yeah.
implying with burning
I
down
mean,
his
we
house.
Yeah,
burnt down the hag's house without killing the. Oh, I guess we. No, one got away.
But
But-
two of them did die.
The point is that just because a house burns down doesn't mean that the people inside are supported.
Oh,
And there are,
I
you know,
thought-
servants and things, and so I'm kind of hoping that maybe that not everybody will. Maybe burning his house is actually not a good idea. He's not the
It
hag with only
didn't.
bad things inside.
Yeah, that didn't actually work out. Super
That was only because Francisco got kidnapped and we didn't notice.
Wait, when did I get kidnapped? I don't remember this. I actually don't.
When they took your eye out,
Oh, right.
the hags.
Yeah, right. I remember.
I burned the bed and then the whole house caught on fire because that's what
there
fire
was a lot of
does.
scream. Do we remember if we saw like a bunch of dead kids down there, or if it
No,
was
no,
just
no, no.
Francisco?
No dead kids. There were only the two that we helped escape. But this is beside
Empty
the
cages
point.
down there.
Yes.
Well, I do have
There's-
I do have a form that is seen around town before that isn't suspicious. Definitely not gonna be a little child girl again. But yes, but
the one that
I
was
can
eaten by a rhino?
yes. But there is a form I could take that I don't mind so much.
All right. Okay.
And I could walk around unnoticed. for the
But
most
at this point, the important thing we need to do is take the secret passage,
Mm.
get into the burgomaster's torture chamber, and get Kinsley and get out. I don't
like a
know if we need to do anything besides that at this point, we can deal with the corrupted burgomaster at another point in time. Right now, we focus on getting our companion.
That sounds like a plan to me.
We need, because I miss her dome. Because as wonderful as sleeping in a spider's web is, oh.
Oh, so she kind of keeps us all in check. And I kind of like that about her.
I was just thinking that when this whole mess happened, I'm just like, Kinsley would have not allowed this.
I know she wouldn't have. Not at all.
She's like, me? No.
I mean, we did split, so I mean, she
That's
probably
true.
would be. She'd probably be giving me an earful, but
She would be.
The mom is
probably
gone
will.
and now
Well-
chaos is all there is. Okay.
Well, let's go ahead and get to your
lead
tavern.
us
You're
to
in.
your secret spasm.
Jeez.
Okay. So Erwin Mardikov gets to the base of the tree, turns into his raven, flutters down, and gets down there. You guys all follow.
I
You
give
see
one
that-
last look at where my grave had been. I see anything?
You don't see a single thing.
Okay.
I had
Okay.
the spiders like have like ropes that we can like toss down, so we like slide.
Yeah. Either way, it'd be pretty easy for you guys to get down. These trees are, they've got lots of limbs. So you guys make it down, and he starts taking you to the northeast. You guys start going around the outside of the wall, still kind of in the forest, but not super deep in where the monsters would be. Eventually, he takes you to this rather large tree. You see, he walks up to it, and he finds a certain knot on the root near the ground, and he pulls it, and this huge section of the tree just shifts, and you
Whoa.
see it opens up into an entryway, and he grabs a sconce off the side because there are stairs that go down, and right inside is a sconce. He takes it and he lights it, and he walks down. You guys follow him down into the tunnel, and he starts walking. You guys only walk maybe 5 minutes. It's not super far from where you're at. Well, no, probably be more like 10 to 15 minutes. It's far enough away that you would, it would take a good 10, 15, probably a mile away. And you guys eventually make it to the end where you see there is a ladder that goes straight up. He puts the sconce down on the end, and you see that in a puff of smoke, it disappears, as if when he placed it, it brought itself back. And you see sitting on the other side is a similar one. He climbs up, he opens up the hatch, and you guys follow. And you see that you are in the kitchen of the Blue Water Inn. Coming up out of the floor, there is a carpet that is covering this trapdoor. And he pops it open. You guys all come out, and he lays it back down, and he puts the little carpet back. It's like, okay, so whatever you're planning to do, I would do it quickly. I don't know what he has planned for your friend Kinsley, but it can't be good. She's not a Velekian, so there's no one to answer to if he ends up killing her. I would find her, and I would get out.
All right. Well, thank
Well,
you.
I have all of these weapons, and I cannot look like a normal person. And what, do I turn into a town guard? I don't know.
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I mean, I can't change my clothes, though, is the only thing. I don't know if there's some kind of disguise that we have.
I have a disguise kit. It would take a little while to make your
I
clothes
look to
look
the-
like a guard's.
I go to the tavern keep. I forget his name. Sorry.
Erwin Martikarov.
All right, I go to Erwin and I'm like, "Hey, would you mind if I borrow one of your kids? Like, if you have like an extra set of clothes lying around?"
You want to disguise yourself as one of my children?
Not as your child, no, but
He just needs a pair of clothes that will fit a child's form.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yes, so we have some old clothes that you could use. They are more peasant looking. I'll make sure that there's no raven visage on it. But yes, let me go grab you some.
New disguise.
Yep. And he goes and gets you some little kid's clothes.
Child peasant outfit unlocked. Now I don't have oversized clothes.
Every time he transforms. Okay. Well,
I can go invisible and go stealthy. How are you two going to? Oh, I guess Mia is disguising himself as a little child.
I turned into that little boy form earlier that basically looks like a smaller version of me, but he has like brown hair and like brown eyes. You know.
I don't know what to do, guys.
I don't have I don't have access to your stuff, so I can't brainstorm for you. Sorry.
I need.
I have minor illusion is the most I can do, but
You are a changeling.
Francisco.
I know, but like my armor wise, I don't know how to like.
Francisco, you could be my dad.
Do you have a cloak?
They asked me earlier if I have a daddy. You could be
You know, that is not a bad idea. And I turned into like a larger version of me, basically.
Okay.
Don't look exactly like I did, though.
I make my nose a little bit bigger and
Adjusted enough so that you wouldn't be recognized as me.
Yeah. I make my nose look broken.
Brown hair.
Similar features, but different enough.
Enough that people wouldn't look at him and be like, hey, wait a second.
Yeah.
Right. And then with your armor and stuff, what are you going to do about that?
Is it like recognizable? Like they'd be able to point it out and be like, hey, this guy wore that.
I could probably change my clothes.
Changed into the Red Baron thing, didn't you?
Earlier, but that was what my orc guy was wearing. I could get change of clothes and wear my breastplate underneath. It's leather. It's like a leather.
Right. So wear it under some baggy shirt.
I guess I could just look like either buff or fat.
Yeah.
I have some.
Well, Erwin is a bigger
clothes.
guy, so he gives you a shirt to borrow.
Yeah. I take some of. I ask politely, Erwin, can I borrow some clothes so I can change how I appear a little.
You
bit
also have
better.
to remember, most of the time the guards saw you, you were a woman.
That's true. That is also true. So I will look like a little bit larger version, like larger, wide version of me, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
You're so not into this disguise. You're so not into it.
Francisco hates it. He hates every moment of it.
This reminds me when I was in the military in Neverwinter. Ugh. They had me dressed like this all the time. Some kind of nobleman. Ugh.
And
awful.
so, imra'lyr, what are you going to do?
I'm just going to go invisible. But not yet.
Okay.
I'm going to wait
Okay.
until we actually leave. Because it only lasts for an hour.
So you guys get all ready to go. And before you head out the door, we are actually going to take a little break. It's break time.
Okay.
Yeah. So everyone watching at home, thank you for joining us this evening. A little bit of a crazy episode. I didn't know it would go this way, but that's always fun. That's fun when this kind of stuff happens. So we are going to take a quick break. 10 minutes at 7:38. We'll be back at 7:48. So we will see you then. Okay, we are back. So you guys are all ready and you're wanting to make your way to the burgomaster's home. Let me pop open my little map so I can see where we're going. Okay. So you guys aren't that far from the burgomaster's mansion. You guys are just about to step outside. So imra'lyr, I assume you go invisible. Francisco, you are disguised, and me as well. You step outside and there are no guards out there. And you start making your way westward back towards the gate that you had smashed last night. Eventually, you get to a point in the road where you can go northeast, south, or west, and you end up going south towards the burgomaster's home. And the closer you get, you start to feel a little more nervous and a little more nervous. What's going to happen? What are we doing here?
I lean down to me and I say, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to tell them that we saw the adventurers in the port district and that we saw them outside their window and they looked like they were up to something. Yes?
Yeah, also, I'd like to mention that our house is that house we used to spy on the coffin maker. That's
I will
our
keep that in
home.
mind. I will keep that in mind. Thank you.
Okay. So you guys get closer to the burgomaster's home and you see posted out front are 2 guards. And as you get closer, they say, are you acting like you're going to stop there or that you're going...
Yeah, I'm gonna stop
Past.
there.
Okay.
By the guards.
What is it? What do you want?
I just came to report seeing the adventurers that shot at the burgomaster the other day.
Make a deception check.
Oh no, I don't know your accent.
Okay, here we go. Was it deception?
Deception, yeah.
An 11?
An 11. You saw them in town.
I saw
And
them in the port district. There's not a lot of guards there.
This was
Who-
really scary.
What is your name?
Josephus Bistro.
I'm Timmy.
Last night, one of the guards brought my son back to me. Brought him to my door. We live next to the coffin maker. I'm sure if you inquire of him, he'll know that he saw my son.
Well, if you lived near the coffin maker, you would know that he hasn't been seen in a little while.
Yes. Well, I don't interact with him. We can't afford coffins in my family. I just see him come in and out of his house, but I haven't seen him leave recently.
Well, I will have you know that he is no longer there. That is why you have not seen him. So I will not inquire, but I will ask you to move along.
I'm sorry for bothering you today, sir. And I turn around and, begin to walk away. And kind of when we get far enough away, I kind of, where they don't really see us anymore, I kind of want to dip into an alley.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't give... you can pass by to the side of the house. Eventually you get out of sight. And the next house, a road actually bends, and you can get over there.
While they are making their leave and all of this is happening and they're like talking to the guards, I want to see if I can find any way in that's not being watched.
Okay, go ahead and make it...
Window.
Go ahead and make either an investigation or a perception check.
Let's do perception, I think. Yeah, 19.
Okay, so you walk around the house and you see that there is actually a back door. You walk around to the back and you see there is a very unkept garden. Everything seems to be dying a little bit, as is typical here in Barovia. And there's 2 little steps that lead up to a door.
I would like to listen at the door.
Okay, make another perception check.
Smite, no! That is only a 6.
Okay, you listen at the door and you don't really hear anything.
Is there like a window? that I can peek through?
Oops, let me check. So you could walk around to the other side of what appears to be a portion of the wall that pops out. You would assume that that's a chimney looking up. You do see a chimney coming down, and there's a fireplace. On the other side, there is a window you could look into.
I would like to just like.
Okay, go ahead and make another perception check.
It's only a 7.
A 7.
Why?
Okay.
Yeah.
You look you look inside the window and you see a well-appointed kitchen. There's a staircase in one corner that climbs up to the upper floors, and there are you can see directly in front of you there is a door leading out. But other than that, yeah, and you see a door directly in front of you, and you see a door to the left through the window. To the right, you see a table, and then it goes the length of the room, and you see a third door and a stairwell going up.
Can I tell that the door I was at is the one that's going into this kitchen?
You can't see the door. There's a wall there. You can't see there's a wall. There's the window, there's like the fireplace pop out, and then there's the door. So there's a wall on the inside where the fireplace is, so you can't see past towards the door.
Okay.
Because it's the same wall as the window and door.
I would like to go back to the door and try to listen one more time.
Okay, go ahead. Make another perception check.
Ooh, that was so much better. 19.
You still don't hear anything.
I will try to open the door.
Okay, you try to open it and it's locked.
I get out my lockpick.
Okay, go ahead and see if you can do it, and make sure you add your proficiency bonus.
16.
Nope.
I try it again.
Okay.
23.
It clicks open.
I slip in.
Okay. You walk inside and you see immediately to your right, there is the staircase leading upstairs. Directly in front of you is another door leading into a room that you don't know of because it's closed. Looking to your left, there is a big table that has a whole bunch of food and stuff on it, some cutlery. Directly to your left, you see the fireplace. There's further down the room, another door. And then at the very end, another door as well. So there are 3 total doors here. One to the north, one to your northwest, and one directly in front of you. I mean, northeast, and then one directly in front of you to the east.
Ah, okay.
North, northeast, or east?
I'm a visual person, so this is really hard for me.
Right.
Okay.
I can try to make this work. Give me 1 second.
Like, this is why, like, off topic real fast while you pull it up. When people give me directions, they can tell me all they want, but unless I can actually visually see it, I will get lost.
Right. No, I understand. I understand. It just takes a long while to
Well, here, let me get like a piece of paper or something. And I can just...
No, it's fine. I can do this.
Okay.
It just will take a moment.
Rock, paper,
It just
scissors.
will take a moment. And let's go share screen. And let's go do. And let's go boop. So this is what you walked into.
Okay.
So you walked in, and immediately in front of you is another door here. You see that to your north, there's a door there, and a northeast door here. And then here's the staircase, and there's the fireplace. This is the window you looked into, and then this is the door.
Okay. I would like to tiptoe up the stairs. I assume a dungeon is downstairs, but for the sake of just going and getting this nixed off, I want to go up the stairs, just like kind of like, you know how when you're a kid and you're kind of crawling up a little bit? I'm just gonna go real quiet and try to listen up there and see if I can hear anything.
Okay. So I gotta now do this, and then we'll go up. Yeah. So you get to the top of the staircase, and you see the staircase climbs 20 feet to a beautifully appointed gallery that continues toward the east, running almost the length of the mansion. Framed landscape paintings line the walls, and a red silk drapes cover a 10-foot tall arched window of leaded glass. So if you look all the way down the hallway, you see it just goes the length of the house, and there's one hallway immediately to your left, another hallway a little bit further up, and then another hallway even further up.
Do I see any kind of symbolism of the sun, father, god thing?
Nowhere.
Nowhere. What about the night goddess?
Nope. You don't see any of that up here either.
Is there like a table or something?
There's no furniture throughout here. It is just a hallway with pictures and like red silk drapes. This is upstairs. This is a hallway.
Right.
It's not a room.
But there's a window?
There are 1, 2, 3, 4 windows. And then, at the very end, there's a big window looking out the front of the house.
Is this east or western wall or window?
So it will be an eastern window.
Okay. Okay. I am going to etch out on the floor under the window the symbol of the sun god.
Okay.
And then in the center, what do I write? I'm going to write something. Dang it. I'm going to write, I am not pleased.
Okay.
And then after I do that, I'm going to, you said there's too many doors, man.
No, I said, so you walked up the stairs, and then there's a hallway that runs the length of the house. So you went to the other side of the house, and you drew that stuff on the ground. So you see that third hallway down at the end, because there was 1, 2, 3 hallways. As you walked the length of the house, you went to the very last one, and you're on a platform that leads to another set of stairs going down to the first floor again. So there's 2 sets of stairs, one on the western side where you were, and one on the eastern side.
But there are no rooms up here?
So you passed by 2 other hallways on your way, but you didn't go down them.
Okay. We should have used spiders or something to find where we're supposed to be going. I will try.
I'm still here.
I don't know what you guys are doing. I go and I try to listen at one of the doors.
Okay, so walking back towards the staircase, there's the first hallway or the second hallway. Which way are you going? Pick a hallway. Again. So walking back to the west towards the staircase you climbed, there are 2 hallways to your right. You can come upon one, and then there's a second one further down, and then you reach the stairs. Does that make sense?
Yeah, kind of. I don't know why, but when people like give me auditory direction or whatever, my brain just has a hard time latching onto it.
Okay, there's 2 hallways.
Pick the same way.
I'm going to go the nearest one.
Okay, so you look down this hallway, and you see that there are 4 doors. There are 2 close to you. There's one a little further away, and there's one all the way down at the end.
Do I get a sense that any of these could be these where the torture things happen. Like, I assume it's downstairs, but I'm upstairs right now, so I'm going to try and just eliminate.
So I don't know how
there-
you would get a sense. I mean, you would have to do something.
I mean, the last one just seems so ominous, so maybe I'll take a listen at each door until I get to the last one.
Okay. So you listen at each door, all 4 of them, and you don't hear anything at any of them. But you're in front of the last door.
I listen at the last door.
You wouldn't hear anything.
I try to open it.
It's unlocked.
I just do a crack and I peek in.
Okay. Let me get to that real quick. You look in. Where is it? Oh, come on. So you look and you see that at the very back of this very small, what probably was at one point a closet, you see iron shackles hanging on the wall. And you see that there's fresh blood trickling down the wall. And there's a puddle on the ground. You go to touch it and it's still warm.
I don't see anyone inside.
Nope. It's very tiny. It's probably like 10 feet by 5 feet.
I take the blood and I make another sun god symbol.
Mm-hmm.
And I write again, I am not pleased.
Okay.
And then, dang, I go to the next door and I try to.
On your
open
way
it.
back?
Yeah.
Okay. So you start making your way back down the hall and you try to open the door there and you see it's unlocked. And you see this handsomely appointed room contains a canopied bed, a low bookshelf, and a full-length mirror in a wooden frame on the wall across from the door. Set into the north wall is an arched window of leaded glass. Nothing here seems unusual. It's just a bedroom.
Okay. I go to the next one.
Okay.
And I'm listening for any signs that there's anybody inside.
So you walk down and you have, looking southward back towards the hallway you came into, you have one on your left and one on your right. They are immediately back
Just
and forth from
across
each other.
Okay.
Yep. Which one would you like?
I am listening at the one on my right.
You're listening in and you don't hear anything.
I'm still invisible through all of this.
Okay.
I am, and just very gingerly try to peek in.
Okay, you look in and you see that floor to ceiling shelves line every wall of this windowless room, and the number of books contained here is nothing short of astounding. A brass oil lamp sits atop a large desk in the center of the room. The chair behind the desk is comfortably padded and has the symbol of a roaring bear stitched into its back cushion. Looks like an office library.
I go up to the chair where the bear symbol is, and over it I carve in the symbol of the sun god.
Okay.
And before I do that, do I see like, or any traps, anything that could like yeah. I'm looking for traps first.
Make a perception check.
It's only 12, or no, not 12. It's less than that. 10.
You don't sense anything.
Okay, so I leave my mark.
Okay.
And then I go to the next door.
Okay. And you don't hear anything in that one either.
I'm very careful.
If there's literally nothing there, like,
Okay.
I'm not going to have you roll.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. So I peek in.
So you peek in and you see dolls. This room is full of pretty little dolls with powdered white skin and auburn hair. Some of them dressed beautifully, others plainly. Some of the dolls fill a long bookshelf, and others are arranged in neat rows on wall-mounted shelves. Still, others are piled atop a bed and a heavy wooden chest. What's most odd is that all of the dolls, apart from their clothing, look the same. They all look like Irina Kolyana.
I ascertain that this is what's his bucket's room, and I close the door and
Okay.
I guess I go to the next hall.
Okay, so you go over to the next hall. You look down and you see there are 3 doors. 2 on your left that are going down, and then 1 all the way down at the end. Go ahead and wait, let me see something real
And
quick.
being careful of traps and
Mhm.
just I don't want to get my invisible butt caught.
So go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh no, where'd you go? Oh, I thought it was already good. 23.
Okay.
I'm
So-
shaking.
You hear coming from one of the doors, you hear voices, hushed voices, frantically talking.
With a 23, can I make out anything of what they're saying?
Well, you're kind of far away.
I will
You're not
tip-
up
toe.
against the door.
I will tiptoe closer.
Okay. So you get closer and you do start to hear what the 2 voices are saying. You make out one and it does sound familiar. The other one, you listen and you hear, "Well, did you guys find them? What do you mean the guards never found them? Did they escape? Oh, you stupid little man. They're going to come and find us. They're going to take away everything we've worked hard for. Oh, I'm going to have to do this. I can't believe I'm going to have to do this. You've brought me to this, you stupid." You hear a smack and you hear a yelp. And all of a sudden, you start to hear someone talking. It's the same voice, and it says, "Magic mirror on the wall, summon forth your shade. Night's dark vengeance heed my call, and wield your murderous blade."
I'm by myself. I can't kill her by myself. You said that her voice sounds familiar.
No, one of the voices sound familiar.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, this is not my goal right now. And so I go to the next door.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check with advantage, because you are walking by them and you are not prone to making noise.
Well, and I'm also invisible. That gives me advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you just roll 3 times?
No, one of them got caught. It was
Okay.
cocked. Where did my stealth? Okay. I mean, that's okay. Oh no, it's better. No, that's sleight of hand. Where's my that's a good thing. I have a +6. It's still not that great. 12.
As you make a step, it goes. You hear the voices stop. And all of a sudden,
I go into the next room.
okay.
I go into the next room.
Okay. So you just jump into the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you jump into the room at the very far end. And oh, come on.
This is
You
stressing
see-
me out.
You see
Where are you guys? Create a
time-
distraction or something.
time has faded the grandeur of this master bedroom. The furnishings have lost some of their color and splendor. A short pull rope hangs from a wooden trapdoor in the ceiling.
So what hangs from the ceiling?
It's like a pull rope for a trapdoor that goes up.
I go up.
Okay.
Well, I try to like, can I hear it?
Eyebrow raise.
Oh, wait a second. Me told us about. No, he didn't talk about a trapdoor. I'm gonna listen, see if I can hear anything.
The attic, though.
You don't hear anything above you, but you make a perception check.
I'm weary because I remember me. Dang, that was not good.
Skeleton cats.
Yeah.
Can
That was 9.
Can Can I have a look at the house to see if I see any windows open or
Yeah,
So
we
let's take a
wouldn't-
pause here. Me and
Yeah.
Francisco, it's been a while. What are you guys doing?
I tell
So-
me, maybe you should. I don't know what Imra is doing. I know she was going to sneak in, but maybe you should. I don't know, do something druidic. I can't do anything except swing a sword.
Yeah. I'm gonna probably do that. Is the attic window that I entered previously open?
You can't see it because the guards are directly beneath it, and you guys are around the corner.
Well,
I mean, you got in here once.
yes, but it's a long walk for a spider. How far am I away from it?
You guys are like 2 blocks away.
I have to get.
How about this? You turn into a spider. We go from behind, and I carry you, and then I just kind of leave you near the building, and you go in like that. And then I try to find another way in. I don't know.
That's fine. I can turn into a spider right now and just ride on your probably boot, because it'll be a long drop.
All right,
your shoulder.
sounds fair. So, yeah, that's.
So you guys are gonna try to sneak around the back of the house.
Maybe.
My goal is to go for that window.
I'm going to change what
So
I look
just-
like, and I'm
I
actually
just
going
need
to
that.
take off the oversized shirt and be in just the leather thing.
Mhm.
Gonna chafe my nipples.
Does it have a symbol on it though?
has
I
like
don't
a-
remember.
Dragon on it, I believe.
What does it look like? You have it on your notes, don't you, Francisco?
Yeah, the dragon guard. This
Because
plus
that's-
1 breastplate has a gold dragon motif worked into its design.
Just keep in mind that is a pretty.
It's pretty
Right.
obvious.
Yeah.
People
Right,
would
There's a
recognize
way
it.
to.
Right. I'm just going to hopefully people don't like I'm wearing pretty generic clothes. So I'm just going to change what I look like to a taller person, different face. I look like George Clooney.
Okay. So you guys are only 2 blocks down. Or not even, it's like a couple houses down. So you walk through their backyards. There's no fences. There's no, like, you just walk through the back. And go ahead and give me perception checks.
Okay. I'm not good at those, but we'll try it.
Well, that's a 9.
Make sure you're using the spider stats, me.
Remember, I take the higher stats.
Right.
That's an 8.
So you guys don't see any guards or anything walking that way. You guys don't see anyone really.
I feel like we're
and-
at the beginning of Zelda Ocarina of Time, where you're like trying to get past the guards
Yeah.
at the
So you-
castle.
You guys make it to the back door. And you see that on your level there is a window you can look through. There's and on the other side of a pop out of the wall there is a door.
Okay. I'm going to assume me got off of my boot.
I was kind of hoping he'd put like his foot to the wall or something so I could climb off.
Oh, I guess. Okay. I do get
Alright.
closer to the building.
All right,
Okay.
as he gets closer to the building, I kind of like hope he stops so I don't get crushed.
Yeah, I'm
I
also gonna
kinda
try and
leave
be
off.
sneaky as best as I can.
Okay.
Yeah,
So yeah, give me
I-
stealth check.
I go onto the wall and I start climbing towards the attic window I entered previously.
That's a 17.
Cool. Perfect. Okay. So you're gonna have to climb all the way around the house if you want to get to the window you got to before. But go
How?
ahead and give me a perception check.
13?
So you look up and you notice there is a window roughly the same size as the other one directly above you.
Is it? Well, I mean, I'll go up to it.
Okay. So you
Nice.
climb all the way to the top.
Is it open?
So it's closed, but you're a little spider and it is
Alright.
like there is like a seam on the bottom.
Itsy
I-
weensy spider.
Can I see where this window leads?
So yeah, you can look into it and you see an attic room. You see this dusty 24 or 20-foot square room as a high-pitched ceiling that reaches its peak 20 feet above. The wooden rafters are shrouded in cobwebs, except for an old table with a lantern on it. The room is empty.
Does it look familiar, or is it different?
It looks
Go
unfamiliar.
into it.
Okay, so you go inside. And Francisco, what are you doing?
I check the door, the back door, see if it's open.
I
It's
left
unlocked.
it unlocked
It's
Okay.
unlocked.
for this purpose.
Okay. I open it and I remember you said that there was a stair, there's a north and a northeast.
So there are doors down by you. There are 3 doors.
Mm-hmm.
Or immediately to your right, there is a staircase to go upstairs.
Okay. I want to try the door to my left-ish.
Okay, so you have a door to the north, the northeast, or directly in front of you.
Okay, I want to try the one to the north.
Okay, so you open the door to the north. Let me get to the description. You find this pantry contains shelves of foodstuffs. Although half of the shelves are bare, 2 barrels of wine stand against the east wall. You're in a pantry.
Okay. Let me see what I can do here.
Hey, it checks off one of the doors.
Food.
Oh man, I don't have any poison. Okay, I go out and I go to the door in the northeast.
Okay, so you open it up and you see the familiar, very long hallway that you guys came in when you first got here. This leads all the way back to the front door, and you can see the front door from where you're at, but the hallway is empty.
I'm going to close the door and go to the last door.
Okay, so you open the last door, and you see white sheets cover 2 plain wooden tables in the center of this room. Neatly arranged atop one table is a complete set of polished silverware. The other table is covered with remnants of wicker baskets containing turnips and beets. Or I guess it's just not remnants, but wicker baskets containing turnips and beets. It's essentially a prep room for the kitchen.
Okay. I'm going to go back to the door that leads to the front, and I'm going to start going down it.
Going down the hall?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see 4 doors before you get all the way to the front. When you get all the way to the front, there's the stairs leading up to the left, and then there's the front door. But as you go down the hallway, there are 4 doors, 2 on your right, 2 on your left as you go down.
Okay. And there's no stairs that lead downstairs?
You don't see any downstairs stairs.
Okay. I want to check each one of the rooms, but I am being sneaky and trying to be as careful as possible.
Okay, give me another stealth check.
You were nice to me before. Be nice to me again. You are not nice to me again. That's a 9.
Okay. So you check the first door on your left, and you see that this room contains 4 simple beds and an equal number of plain wooden trunks. After thinking about it, you probably figure that this is where the household staff lives. Maybe it's a servant's quarters. And you're going to keep looking down?
Yep.
Okay. You go to the door adjacent, and it looks back into the prep room.
Okay.
So nothing special there. You keep going down. You get closer to the front door. Go ahead and give me another stealth check.
9.
Okay.
9.
You're so lucky.
Oh my gosh.
So you keep going down and you look in the door to your left again, and you see that this is the den you guys were sitting in when you first came and met the burgomaster. You see padded chairs and couches line the walls of this cozy carpeted den. The room reeks of pipe smoke, and mounted on the east wall is the head of an angry-looking brown bear. And then the room adjacent, You poke your head in and you see that a chandelier of wrought iron fitted with wax candles hangs above a polished wooden dining table. Around the table are no, that's not there anymore. But around the table are 8 seats, and that's about it. You see remnants left over from decorations that were used for the Festival of the Blazing Sun. There's like twigs and other stuff left over.
I turn around and I go back to the back and I start heading up the stairs.
Okay.
But not the front room stairs, the one that's in the
right.
back.
You go back to
the
the kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go back to the kitchen and you make your way up the stairs. When you get to the top landing, give me a stealth check.
It wouldn't be bad if they noticed me. That's an 18.
Okay.
If you're here and Imra noticed you, she'd be jumping out for a battle. So
Yeah. It wouldn't be bad if they were distracted with me. So
at the moment, you don't recognize or you don't know that he's there.
Right.
So what did you get, Francisco?
18.
Okay. So as you near the top, you stop as something catches your eye and you duck. As you see a floating specter comes by and rounds a corner. You see let me see this real quick. You see that it looks solid besides the fact that it's floating. You see it appears to be a darkly handsome 30-year-old man, but his eyes are bloodshot and hanging on his sides. You see a short sword and a crossbow. And he just sort of kind of looks and looks. And he goes down the hallway. The first hallway that you see on your left.
Okay. Making sure that he's gone by, I'm going to go to the next hallway.
Okay, as you do that, as you're walking by sneakily, you see it gets down to the end and it opens the door at the end. imra'lyr, you start to see as the doorknob turns.
I'm invisible. I'm invisible.
It opens and you see before you this floating specter stops and its feet touches the ground. Very handsome man. Besides that, its eyes are huge and bloodshot. You see it's looking around. And it goes back out.
It's a good thing it does not have the true sight. That would have been so bad.
Okay, what is me doing?
Yeah, me. What are you doing? You're
I
up
need
in
time
this
to think.
attic room.
Wait, am I in the same attic room as Imra?
I'm not
So
in the attic.
Imra is below a.
Okay, so I'm in the
a-
attic. Okay.
So go ahead and give me a perception check while
Yeah,
you're.
I'd like to look around this place. Ooh, that's a
Man, where are they keeping Kinsley?
18.
You look around and you see hidden among the dust and the cobwebs in a corner is a trap door on the floor leading down.
Ah.
You also see that there is a door on the south wall leading out into another room.
Can I go to that other door?
The trap door or the real door?
The real door. I'm like
Mhm.
scuttling over there.
Okay, yeah, you can scuttle on over. What are you gonna do? You're gonna go underneath of it.
I'm gonna go underneath. Well, first I'm gonna do what I did last time and kind of test a bit. If I can find like a little rock pebble thing, try to shove under, make sure it's not magically barred.
You can, yeah, take some like silk from your spider and just kind of shove it through.
All right, I do
Nothing
that.
happens.
All right, I go through.
Okay. You go through and you see this large attic is full of old forgotten things draped in white sheets. Piled around them are barrels, crates, trunks, and old furnishings covered with cobwebs and dust. you see that there is a clear footpath through the maze to the other side.
Okay. I don't take the footpath. I go along the walls to see if I can see anything new or different, or maybe another door.
So you get all the way down to the other end following the wall, and you see that there is a door. You see that someone has carved a large skull into this door. Hanging from the doorknob is a wooden sign that reads, "All is not well." And you hear a young man's voice beyond.
I'm gonna do my same little test, my little cobweb test. Yeah,
You're going to approach the door?
I'm a little scared to approach the door now, but I'm gonna make like a little cobweb ball by the door, not right next to it, maybe on top of an object. I'm gonna chuck it towards the door.
If you're getting close to the door, then go ahead and give me a intelligence or investigation check.
All right.
This is so intense.
We're all just sneaking through this sketchy mansion, just like
Like a haunted mansion, man.
Well,
we're
that's
all
a
alone.
10.
We split the party.
We did.
You don't see anything.
Probably not cursed. Well, I'm still gonna chuck a spider web ball at it. So,
Okay.
nah, me touching it. It's the ball of web.
So you go and you toss the little thing of web, and nothing happens.
All right, I go to the bottom of the door and touch the ball of web underneath it.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Oh,
I
gosh.
extend a little spattery limb partway under the doorway to retract quickly.
Nothing happens.
I go under the doorway.
This
Okay.
is like when the DM rolls a bunch of d20s just to scare you.
Not
feel like he's-
necessarily. Okay. So
to death.
so
My heart's beating so fast right now.
go ahead
shaking.
and give me an intelligence or arcana check.
Oh, that's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. Oh, okay. Good thing I have a +1. When I was a 14.
Perfect. So, having been around people that have talked about certain types of magic, specifically teleportation magic, you listening to this person talk on the other side of the door, you hear that they are badly pronouncing some kind of teleportation spell. Someone, and looking inside, you see that someone has taken old, mismatched furniture and created a study in this dusty lamplit chamber. Tables are strewn with pieces of parchment on which strange diagrams are drawn, and a freestanding bookshelf holds a collection of bones. A dusty rug covers the floor in front of a pine box, or at least it did. It's been pulled aside, and you see that skeletal cats lounge where the rug now sits. Several
this-
more of these skeletal cats skulk about. Most unnerving of all is the sight of the three small children standing with their backs to you, facing an unconscious individual in the center of the floor.
Wait, weren't there 2 mannequin children? And
No, there
this
was
is
3.
is this the same? Is this the same room I was in before?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And you
It
see
was
in the
just three, I
center
thought
of
it
the
was 2.
room, well, you see to the left of the room, perched on a stool, is a thin young man with a premature streak of gray in his dark hair. He cradles an open leather-bound book in his arms.
Can I see this book? I'm gonna climb up on the shield and I'll sneak it like.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Oh, please, Dash. Dash, what are you doing? That's an 11.
So you successfully get to the top of the ceiling.
All right. I'm going along like the seams of ceiling without like cobwebs and stuff. I'll sneak like, and I'm looking down and see if I can find out what that book is.
Okay. So you get closer down and you see that he's holding what appears to be a spell book. However, the portion of the pages he's looking at have either been torn or erased, and notes have been made. It looking closer, the diagrams and the stuff on the pages are very similar to the ones written all over. And from your position up above, you see that the individual lying in the center of the room is sitting on what looks to be a very crude teleportation circle. And you see that it's Kinsley, beaten, bruised, knocked out, bloody, and without any of her armor. She's wearing rags, essentially.
All right. It's an amateur, boys. This can't be too bad. Well, before I do anything stupid, I'm gonna start crawling my way towards that trapdoor and assume my companions are somewhere below.
Okay, so you're going to make your way back out the room, down to the attic, and on the other side?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and give me another stealth check.
You're a spider, though, so the DC can't be too high.
No, I don't think it matters.
Oh no, that's not one,
no.
isn't it?
Isn't that one?
No.
Just as you are about to make your way under the door, one of these skeletal cats sees you. Make a dexterity.
No, if it
check.
squashes me, though,
They're
no.
they're gonna see how if this cat can get you. Go ahead.
It's like
I have a plus nothing to my dexterity, so it's a flat 10.
You rolled an 8.
You lucky bum.
You barely get under just as this skeletal
I
cat,
just-
and you hear a thud on the other side of the door.
I
As
just
you
imagine
skeletal
Smokey
I
jumping
know, I
at
was
something.
imagining Smokey too. Where is that cat?
Not in my room.
So you successfully make it to the other side, and before you go down, Francisco, you notice that the specter is making its way back down the hallway towards you.
Okay, there's another hallway, yeah?
So there are 2 hallways and then a landing on the very far side. So there is another hallway you can go down.
Okay. Okay. Do what Francisco would do. Doesn't know what's going on upstairs. He's gonna go in. I'm gonna go into the next hallway and find a closet or something and hide in it.
Okay. So you have 4 doors. You have 2 immediately, like going down 5 feet. There's one on your right, one on your left. Go down another 10 feet, one on your right. Go even further, one on your left.
I want to choose the middle door.
Okay. So you choose the middle door and you go into that bedroom that nothing looked unusual. It's just a regular looking bedroom.
Okay. I'm going to stand by the door and have the glaive ready to attack if something comes in and sees me.
Okay.
Like I'm kind of against the wall.
Are you trying to hide at all?
Little bit. If I can get some kind of cover and hide.
Okay, yeah, you could hide. So you could hide where you know the door is going to swing inward.
Yeah.
So go ahead and make a stealth check.
Okay, please. Ooh, that's a 19.
Okay. You wait. And you wait. And eventually you do hear the door start to jiggle. It opens. And the door slowly goes. You feel it brush just up against you. You see as the specter kind of floats in and looks back and forth, plants its feet on the ground, steps forward and continues to look in the room. It goes back up and exits the room, and the door closes behind him.
Okay. I wait I wait like 2-3 minutes, maybe 5. Yeah, maybe 5 minutes. Then I
Okay.
open the door back up and look out the hall to see if I see anybody
Make a
there.
perception check.
Oh man, you've been treating me so good. 17.
Okay. Yeah, you see just as the specter is making its way back to the main hallway and is turning right to go back where it came from.
Okay. I'm going to sneak out and go back to the first hallway.
Okay. So you watch as the specter is floating down that hallway.
Okay. Do I see it turn into any doors?
It's going all the way. It's stopping at every door along the way except for that first door on the left. It skips that one.
Skips that first door. I'm pretty sure I know who's in that door.
Or wait, let me see. No, it skips the second door. It checks the first one, skips the second one, and goes, and will go to the end.
Okay.
And as it's going in there, imra'lyr, go ahead and give me a stealth check with advantage because you're invisible.
Well, wouldn't she have done something during this
Let's
time?
do it different.
Yeah, I mean, were you wanting to do anything, imra'lyr, while you were waiting, or you just?
I would want to be listening again. I'm trying to hear something above me.
So you don't hear anything above you, but you are noticing that this specter essentially is making its rounds.
Mm-hmm.
It is patrolling.
There's
Okay.
a thud at some.
There was a thud, but I mean, that came from the very other side of the house up. imra'lyr wouldn't have been able to hear that.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to cover all my bases. I rolled a 19. You can decide if I use this for stealth or something else at this point. I'm going to try and actually get up into the attic.
Okay,
There, I'm gonna...
so it is not locked, so I will say that you use that as a stealth to quietly pull the trapdoor
Okay,
down.
in that case, it's a
climb up.
19 plus 6.
Okay, and you're able to get up there, and you're able to bring it all the way back up.
Mhm.
And then the door opens, and the specter comes in.
Okay. So that roll was a 25 for my stealth.
I think it'd be really funny if imra'lyr stepped on me.
I don't even know if we're in the same part of the house. I'm gonna look around.
Okay,
Not where I'm at.
so you see a very small room with a table and lantern in the middle of the floor. You do see a window leading outside, and you see a door leading into another part of the attic.
I do my thing of carving under the window with the "I am not pleased."
Okay.
Mark this house up.
Am I at this point in the same room with her if she's where I'm assuming she is?
So if you made your way all the way back to that small room, yeah, you are in the same room as imra'lyr
Do
now,
I
but you're
see
still a spider.
carvings- Do I see carvings suddenly appearing on the wall?
Make a
It's on the
perception
floor
check.
under the window. Like I'm trying to get it wherever the sunlight hits, except for the 2 spots with the blood in the chair.
Perception? 13.
So you probably hear scratching, but you don't see it.
And then
Going back.
Okay.
Going back to Francisco, what are you doing?
Hey,
You just watched the
seeing-
specter go into the last door.
Seeing that it's patrolling and figuring that it's going to cause problems, I'm going to be so dumb. I'm going to pull out the glaive and I'm going to rush it.
It's a
Okay.
magical weapon, so hopefully that
Yeah,
does something.
I know.
Okay.
I rush at this wraith, whatever it is.
So let me pop something open real quick.
For the classification of that ghost playing game I'm playing, it would be actually a wraith.
Well, it's being referred to as a specter.
Oh,
Technically,
no, I'm
Wraiths
just
are
making
different.
I know, I'm just making a reference.
So go ahead
Oh.
and
I don't know what you're
make. I will
referencing.
give you a surprise round because you were rushing in there. So go ahead and make a swing at it.
Nat 20, baby.
Oh, nice. So you go running in, you burst the door open, and you swing that glaive down just as it turns to see you. Go ahead and do your damage. And then everyone roll me initiative.
Scuttle, scuttle, spider noise. Ooh, nat 20 as initiative.
Yeah. So as initiative, gosh dang it, I can't
Does
roll
it
good
mean
on
anything
initiative.
if you
It's
crit on initiative?
It means you go first, usually.
I
Unless
got a
something
2 on
magically
my
got
initiative.
higher.
2, Francisco. Me, what'd you get? You got
I crit.
23 plus. What's your initiative?
Just plus 0, so it's 20.
It's a flat 20.
20,
So in
okay.
that case, someone would go before you.
Hey,
if they
Imra'lyr.
rolled higher. 6.
Okay.
I'm still carving my carving.
All right. So all of a sudden, me and imra'lyr, you guys hear a sound from below. You hear Francisco yell out as he slashes at something, and you guys hear fighting breaking out. Me,
I do a little
you-
spider face palm.
yeah, you are still in spider
do,
form.
do I do
And
my damage?
Yes. What'd you get for your damage?
Real quick, let me just. Okay, I threw that dice across the room. Okay, and I'm going to expend a superiority dice to make it to do the fainting attack.
Okay.
Okay, so let me just do some math because it is some math. 12. 21 plus 5, so I do 26 points of damage to it.
Is that
Dang.
doubled?
That was
Your
yeah
nat-
doubled.
okay.
Yeah.
Just
I
making
did.
sure you got your nat 20.
Yeah. And I only get as a surprise round. I only get the one attack, right?
Surprise round is just the one attack.
Okay.
It's not an action. It's one attack.
Right. Okay. Cool. And so my next attack does have advantage against it because of fainting attack.
Okay. And me, you're at the top of the round. What are you doing? You're still
Hey,
in spider form.
so I hear this happening, and I'm gonna go out of my spider form.
Okay. Does it take an action to do that?
I
I think it does.
think it's. Let me
Maybe?
double check.
It might be a free
Let
action.
me.
Oh shoot! I rolled the wrong
As in-
dice for that. Is it?
It doesn't
No.
matter. We'll just don't worry about
Yeah.
it. You did a lot of damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
As a,
I mean, it
as
was
a-
a dice lower. It was supposed to be D10s. I rolled D8s. So.
it's a bonus action to go out of B shape.
Okay.
So then I'm gonna. So
I would see this, right? Like, whoa.
Yeah, you would see him
I
pop
kinda just
back out.
I slowly like grow back into a person. Then I go ahead and I'm going to do conjure animals because I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna summon my spider boys again, 4 of them, and I'm gonna send them off to go find out what's happening.
Okay. Okay, so you do that. It is now the assassin's turn. And he is going to turn. He pulls out his short sword and he is going to swing at you twice, Francisco.
The assassin?
It's an assassin. That means
Oh, the specter?
It's a Fantassin.
Oh no!
Phantom
Okay.
assassin.
Fantastic.
So he
Nice
got
try.
a 22 to hit on the first one
That'll hit.
and only a 15 on the second one.
That'll miss.
Okay, so he
Hit or
does
miss.
make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, Constitution. Yeah, that's a nat 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you take 6 normal damage,
Okay.
and then let me bust out.
Teaching magic where it takes your health.
Oh, that would be insane.
I forgot what it's called.
Oh, shoot. That's a lot of dice it looks like he's rolling.
Let me move my d20s out of the way.
Oh, shoot.
Just listen to the clatter. It's like
I know.
rainfall.
Clickety clack. I'm gonna try and kill this guy fast.
Clickety clack. No clickety clack. Oh, that's disappointing. Clickety clack.
You take 9 points of poison damage.
9 points of poison damage. Okay,
Fun.
good to know.
Hey, I'm resistant to poison, apparently.
Okay. Is that all?
That is all for his turn. Imra'lyr, it is now your turn.
Seeing me, I ask him,
Hello?
did you find anything?
If you want to tease Taylor later, he left the oven.
Kinsley, is that you?
Got it.
Do I sound like Kinsley?
Imra'lyr. Sorry, my brain. Imra'lyr, is that you?
Yes, that's me. Did you see
Kinsley.
anything?
Kinsley's in the next room over. I went to look for you guys before I did anything stupid.
Is there anything with her?
There is a person and a bunch of the skeleton cats that I still want to make my pets.
What kind of person?
It was... Wait, were there one or two people?
One person.
One
And then
person...
the weird 3 doll children things.
Yeah, there was one person, but there's 3 like child mannequins that look kind of creepy. But
What is the person doing?
he's flipping through what appears to be a spell book. He's like editing. He seems like an amateur. Like he's pronouncing the spells wrong. It's just like, oh,
Is she in immediate danger?
not like immediate, but it looks like there's a teleportation circle. So I don't know what he's doing. He sounds like he's trying to teleport something. It might be her body. So we might want to like use
Knock it
whatever.
out?
Yeah, whatever
Okay.
Francisco's doing, it's a pretty good distraction.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go towards the door.
All right, you start helping Kinsley. I need to peek in on what's happening to see if maybe I need to send him some help.
Okay.
So
you're gonna-
I mean, I'm assuming that conversation was my action.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go to the door,
Okay.
where
I say you can get.
indicated.
Okay, so you walk through the door because it's only like 5 feet away from you. You walk through that door and you start going through the mess of stuff in the attic towards the other side. It is now back to Francisco's turn.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. Are you ready for all these dice rolls? I'm going to be a fighter. A magical, beautiful fighter.
Beat up that stinky ghost boy.
Okay. I am going to make my first 2 attacks.
Okay.
I wonder if anyone's hearing this battle.
Spit's initiative. What does Spit do? I know he's
So-
easy, but now we're in combat.
Right. So
And he
it's
wouldn't have been able to go with me because I was invisible.
Yeah,
and
he
doing
would have
all
been
that
with,
stuff.
probably would have been with me the whole time.
So I'm gonna say
Disguised.
that because of what's going on with this whole thing, he actually stayed with Erwin.
Okay, fair.
So he's
I was
safe.
kind of assuming that.
Okay.
So my
'Cause this
first
is-
attack isn't great.
Okay,
It's 13.
that misses.
Okay, that's what
See,
I thought.
you go to swing and he deftly dodges, does like the Matrix
He's a
back,
rogue.
and comes back up.
Then I swing again because I can do that.
Go for it.
And that is a 8 plus 15, 23. Or 22.
That definitely hits.
23, yes, 23. Okay.
Is this a noisy battle?
Oh, wait, I forgot. My last attack would have had advantage, so I didn't roll advantage. Can this be my advantage since I've only rolled twice?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
So-
so this first attack, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so, and I'm gonna make this also a fainting attack, so my next attack is advantage, too.
Is it in the same action? Can you do that on?
It is a,
Does it say
it
your
just
next
says
attack?
as a bonus
or-
action, I can expend a superiority die to do it. So,
Right, and then does it say that on your next attack or your next action?
It says next attack. On
Okay.
your next attack.
Yeah, then that's fine.
Okay, so 4, 5, 8,
Beat him. Beat him up. You magical sword
plus
thingy.
8 plus 5 is 13 damage for my first attack.
Okay.
My second attack. My second attack is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
That's going to be another 15 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to action surge and take 2 more attacks on him.
Good gravy.
Imagine doing
And that is
damage.
a
I could never.
that is 25 to hit,
That hits.
7 more damage,
Okay.
and then my last attack is a 22 to hit,
That hits.
and it's 9 more damage.
Good gravy.
Again, is this a noisy battle?
It would be pretty noisy at this point.
Die!
He's like,
What the freaking
die.
Just freaking die!
Be quiet. I'm trying not to be detected.
Okay.
Ah.
It is now me. It is your turn.
Well, have my spiders, who I was kind of just sending through to come back real quick, see what's happening.
Your guys see that Francisco is handling this assassin very well.
So they come back and they inform me. Alright. They come back. Do the spiders come back?
Is that your turn then?
Well, no, I was wondering if the spiders like told me that everything's good.
Yeah, so they came
Did they
back
come
and
back?
they would tell you that everything's good. Yeah.
All right, that's what I wanted to know.
Oh,
Okay,
I thought you
so-
were. Yeah. I'm
no,
sorry.
no,
yeah.
I don't want to spend my turn. No, if Francisco is a little under control, I'm gonna go help Kinsley in her dire need of help.
Okay, so you
I will
start
sneak.
following.
imra'lyr, yeah. I'll start
Okay.
sneaking through.
You start following imra'lyr. Okay. So it is now the assassin's turn, and he's going to take a few shots at Francisco. Da, 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 da. Where's the plus? Where's the plus? Oh, I have to roll down. I'm too far up. Does a 21 hit?
No.
Yes.
Okay. He gets 2 attacks. Does a 16 hit?
It doesn't now because shield.
Okay. So go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. You take 8 points of piercing damage.
15 on the con save.
Okay. You just barely save.
What? How much was the initial damage? 8 or 9?
8 points of piercing.
Okay. Uh-oh.
He's smiling. You see that smirk?
18 points of poison damage.
Is that not halved?
That is halved because you saved. It would have been. It would have been like 36 or something like that.
That
That's
would
like
have
a really
killed me.
bad toe stub.
That
I
really
felt
bad
that.
dope stuff.
That would have
It's-
killed me, guys.
What?
yeah, it like broke.
I'm at 9 HP right now.
Oh, you're so.
I'm so hurt.
I don't think Francisco is handling this well anymore.
I think the
Well, he
spiders
did
were
quite a bit of
misinformed.
damage to the assassin. They came down and saw him wailing on the assassin. So it is now imra'lyr's turn.
Okay, I'm going to go through the door.
You're gonna go all the way to the end and go through the door.
Yes, sir.
So
Well,
do you
how
wanna-
far away is it?
It's not that far. You can make it.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
as you get close to it, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
18?
Okay, now go ahead and give me an
Oh, no,
investigation.
17. Sorry, that was 17.
Okay, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
That was not good. 3.
Okay. So you're gonna open the door?
I'm gonna listen. I'm
Okay.
being careful.
So you listen at the door and you hear a frantic talking, like muttering to oneself. Sounds very frantic.
Bust down the door, shoot him.
I want to see if there's any traps.
Go ahead and make another investigation check.
Oh, is that what that
Does
was
she
for?
notice the weird door?
That's why I think he's natural 20.
Okay. It so happens you see that when you approach the door, you see that there was a large skull on this door, and very so elegantly etched into it, you see a small glyph etched into the forehead of the skull.
Okay, so that is suspicious. Do I know what it means?
Give me an Arcana check.
11.
You just know that it's a glyph and that it could be triggered by messing with the door.
Okay. Dang, I wish Misty Step you didn't have to see your location or where you're going.
If you look under the door, maybe that counts.
I don't have a dispel or anything. I don't want to risk it. So I think though I've pretty much expended my action, my turn doing all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'm going to brainstorm until my next turn on what I'm going to do about it.
Okay, Francisco, it's your turn.
Okay. I am going to first take my 2 attacks.
Okay, go ahead.
How is this guy looking, by the way? Can
Wait.
ghosts look...
He's looking pretty bad.
What's
Okay,
the turn order?
First attack is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
That is that's 13 points of damage.
You see as you slice your glaive through the air, it essentially lobs this guy's head off. But what's there is smoke comes out. It drops to its knees, falls forward, and as the body hits the ground, it disappears.
Nice.
I go, oh, thank goodness, that would have been really bad if he didn't die. Oh,
Do you
okay,
have
I'm
a
going
potion?
to
Because you should take it if
quickly
you do.
second wind.
Okay.
So that's going to be 11 points of healing, and I'm going to spend my movement going into the. Oh shoot! I just killed him. I still have movement, and I don't know where
hear-
anything is. Oh yes.
You hear yelling coming back through the hallway near that door that the assassin specter skipped.
Okay, I go to that door and I throw it open.
Okay.
Oh no.
So you throw it open just as you see 2 individuals jumping out the window. You watch as these people jump and you look outside, and it's not that far down below. They land in some bushes. You notice one of them is the burgomaster and one of them is a woman you could only assume is his wife. And they start taking off down the road.
What would Francisco do?
I know. What would he do? He would be so like confused at this point because he does have morals, but also he doesn't want them to get away.
At this moment, suddenly you look around the room trying to think of what to do. And you hear a voice. You look around, not sure where it's coming from. You try to take in what this room looks like, and you see that this room smells of powder and fine perfume. And there's a vanity mirror standing against one wall next to a faceless wooden mannequin wearing a white bridal gown. Mounted on the other wall is a full-length mirror with a gilded frame. You hear, coming from that full-length mirror, Francisco. You approach and you see the mirror starts to shake faster and faster, and you see a very smooth individual standing before you, slicked back hair, dark smoking jacket, very light skin. Hello, Francisco.
I'm assuming I am talking to El Señor Strahd.
You would assume correctly.
Hmm.
I've heard you've been missing something. He flicks his wrist and there's your eyeball.
Oh. Tú eres el peor chango. En serio, te prometo cuando te encuentro te voy a matar.
Yes, well, it's been helping me keep an eye on you.
Oh, great. I'm so glad you are having fun watching all of the festivities.
Oh, it has been more than enjoyable. And I have been looking so forward to meeting you and your friends.
Mm.
Francisco, go ahead. And I need you to
Why is
make
everyone hot?
a wisdom saving throw.
Because they're vampires.
Okay.
It's like a rule. If you're a vampire, you're hot.
But the ghost wasn't a vampire, but he was described
And
as
if you're the
hot.
servant of a woman, she gonna make you hot.
That is a 7.
Dang you.
Francisco, my friend,
Oh no.
I think it's time we finally meet. I think you and your friends should come and join me for dinner. Should come to my castle. Come to Castle Ravenloft, and I will be waiting. Until then, I will continue to keep an eye on you. Maybe have some fun along the way. And he disappears, and you feel a very strong feeling that maybe you need to go visit the vampire.
Is it an actual dinner?
You have
You
just
are the
been
dinner.
charmed by the vampire.
Bueno, dale. Okay. Yeah, that's my whole turn.
So combat is essentially over. So you can go ahead and do what you like, but at that point, you know what? I think at this point, we're probably going to go ahead and end the session.
Now I'm almost about to complete my ultimate bucket list of capture a bone cat.
Oh, well, I mean, maybe we can do that at the beginning of next episode. I think this is a good place to stop. It's 9:06. We got our full 3 hours.
Bag of holding several cats.
It's kind of a fun little cliffhanger. Yay, Francisco finally got to meet Strahd and realized what happened to his eyeball.
I was really hoping Strahd would like do like a weird creepy thing and like lick it or something. That'd totally be like,
No, he's above that. He's all about the blood, but he's not about.
He's a
not gross.
classy murderer.
He's very
Classic.
classy. He's like Hannibal. So yeah, everyone at home, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. A lot of shenanigans. I thought we'd get a little bit further. I thought we'd actually get to save Kinsley this episode, but
Yeah,
we'll just have to
We're right there. It's
right
probably
there,
better
to
that
see what happens.
Blair's
I didn't
actually
wanna-
here for it.
I didn't want to do it alone.
All right. Well, does anyone have anything to announce before we close the session for the evening? No?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, everyone at home, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it so very much. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget, we have our Facebook page, we have our YouTube page, Twitter, obviously Twitch, YouTube. We have lakesidelegends.com. think I said YouTube twice. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Uh,
There's lots of stuff. Just look for Lakeside Legendz, Legends with a Z, and you will find it. You'll be able to find all of our episodes, all of our art, also Arcana Inc., where Laura sits down with our cast members and draws their characters. Those are all on YouTube. You can find them there. If you like this episode, please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, follow, whatever the different social medias allow you to do. And there's a donation button at the bottom of the Twitch page. So if you want to donate, you can. We did reach affiliate last week. However, we almost reached affiliate. We still need to be able to stream more times than we do. So I might start streaming during the day on this channel, maybe play some games you guys can watch, and then we'll get up to the affiliate that we need to. And if you guys liked it enough, maybe we'll make it a constant thing that I do all the time. I don't know. I like to play lots of games like Spelunky 2 and World of Warcraft and Elder Scrolls Online and Destiny and all these different games. So if you want to hear me talk about stuff and do weird things and play video games, cool. I'll make it happen. But for now, we hope you had a good time, and we hope to see you next time down by the lakeside. We'll see ya.
I feel sick.
Oh.